Morena, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Let me get this microphone closer to my face. I'm doing super good. Good morning, Zaxium. It's nice to see you. And welcome in, Weird. Thank you so much for the follow. I think that's an awesome way to start the day. Thank you very, very much. I super appreciate it. Guys, we're in the mines. Hello, Twist. How you doing? We're in the mines, and we're going to be in the mines for quite a wee while. This is not a small project. It's quite a large space to build in, if you think about it, because we've already done above ground, and now all of a sudden we have to go underground, and we have to build in the same area. So it's the same space, but underground. So we're kind of doubling up on our work a little bit. I think it's totally okay. I'm super good, Wet. Thank you so much. Thank you for asking, Twist. I appreciate it. I really do. Today's like my Monday, and I feel like it's a Monday, but not in a bad way, but it definitely feels like a Monday to me, even though technically, what is today? Let me double check that. It's a Thursday. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Do you know what we don't have on? Oh, Drath's gonna kill me. Oh my goodness. Totally gonna kill me. Which one are we on? We're on this one. Oh, can't believe we forgot to put the textures on. Super professional, right? Nothing but. That's better. That's better. Now we've got connected textures. Hello, Jake. How you doing? Now do you see? Now do you see? You see the mycelium is spread into the coal and the podzol is touching the grass. Oh, do you see the blocks bleed into each other, which is really awesome. I can't believe I had to turn it off yesterday because outside of streaming, I'm working on another super secret project. I know. I'm super good, thank you, Jake. It's very sweet of you to ask me as well. And that is awesome that you've been inspired to build things to me. I'll tell you what, that's what Minecraft is all about. It's all about passing it on and doing something and showing it to others and inspiring others. So maybe someone will see your work and they'll be inspired by what you build. And that's how it works. Yeah, if you guys love the textures, it's exclamation mark nebula. Drath is one of my friends. I can quite proudly say he is one of my fans. And he created this texture pack for us to use for free. He made it out of his own time, his own effort. Let's go up a little bit. Let's go up here. This sounds like a great idea. Quasi, good morning. Hi. Summer. Oh, you guys. My Dogcraft crew. You know I love yous. Good morning, FDP. How you doing? How you doing? I think we're all aboard the struggle bus today. It's nice to see you. It's good to see you're not super working your butt off as usual. So, what's this? I support the mycelium resistance. Within the mines, yes. Within the mines, mycelium can live here and grow freely for sure. Morena Kiwi girl, ke te peha koe. How are you? I hope you're doing super well. Scar doesn't like mycelium. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. If I won't tell, you won't tell, right? Let's just do it that way. What's this? You've got some idea of how hard it can be to stick to an NDA. You had to sign a massive one last night. Well, do you know what? By saying that, you've already broken the NDA. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It is. Mimi. Thank you so much. It is really, really, really hard not to say anything, isn't it? So can you imagine? I had to keep my mouth shut for like 3 months. It was really hard. Really, really, really hard. Because I like talking. Only the queenest of meanies. Oh man, that is super exciting. If you had to sign a big NDA though, that means you got something big on Kiwi Girl, and I'm all about that. I'm all about Kiwis hustling and moving forward and getting all the good stuff going, you know, because we have a small country and a small economy, and I think if you're making waves, I think that's epic. I think that's absolutely epic. You got a conference call in 30 minutes. You get to chill before that. That's all good. That's all good. You're super welcome to chill. It is a struggle bus day for sure. Kiwi Girl does have a secret, but she signed an NDA mini, so we're not going to squeeze it out of her. Because I'm sure if we squeezed her hard enough, she'd tell us. Once this is not your wave, it'll be epic. Oh, that's all good. It's all good. It's all part of it, right? It's all part of it. Thank you for the host mini as well. Thank you guys for everyone that supported. Oh, I forgot how much work we did in here. Wow. I totally forgot. Hello, Damo. Good morning. How you doing? I saw you lurking super early. Thank you very much. I tell you what, to the lurkers, the last 2 days I've been I'll tell you, I'll get to that story in a second. So let me put the camera on at least so you can see me, so you can see the struggle bus firsthand. Good morning, everybody. Morena. How did my whānau come on in? Grab a seat, get comfortable. I will pilot this bus today. You guys are welcome to jump on board with me. What is up? Jake says, you've been waiting since last stream to watch more of this amazing map. Oh, thank you, Jake. Well, that's super awesome. Well, we're here now. We're gonna do it. I have double parked my coffee. This is a good opportunity to show you how absolutely long and beautiful my nails are if the camera will focus on them. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. But I'll tell you what, it's all good. I mean, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't telling you it was a struggle bus day. So it's definitely a struggle bus day, for sure. But in good news, my hair is really nice today. So it's like, you win some, you lose some. So there we go. I think that's awesome as well. Good morning, Kimber. It's so nice to see you. Thank you very much for redeeming your channel points on Nimby. She is just such a well-loved kitty cat. I'm going to meet her, guys, next month in about 5 weeks. I'm heading up to where Bay and Esty live, and we're going to go stay with them for a few nights and spend the weekend in their city. And so it's going to be kimandjax and Nimby spam, guys. I'm not even kidding. You just need to be prepared. You need to hold your horses because it's coming. It's going to be incredible. Inacreditavia. It's going to be unbelievable. You will see. And I'm super excited to go stay with them and go see them. So, don't squeeze the kiwi. I promise. So, now, last week. No, not last week. It was like 2 days ago. Blue redeemed a grave as well. So, we need to bury her. But she wants to be buried in the magic forest, I think she said. So, excuse me, when she jumps back in, maybe we can squeeze over there because we're not allowed to squeeze the kiwi, and we'll go bury her. But in the meantime, we can look at where Marbles is, resting in pieces, as he does. as he does. Also, good morning, folks. Hi, how you doing? Thank you so much, everyone in Odie's bot as well. Thank you, everyone that's contributing to Scarmail, guys. We are kicking a butt. I'm not even kidding. We're almost halfway through the month for it, and you guys are like halfway. What is this? And you guys are halfway already through it, which is great. So this is where we buried Marbles last week, and then you can either go back up into the cave through there, or you can go down this way as well. So if you go down this way, guess what? We'll get there eventually. We fall slow in this map. We leisurely fall because no one can tell us what to do. We're not going to fall fast. We're going to fall slow. That's what we do here. And look who's that little chubby cheek. It's Mama Sugar. Look at her. Sitting there, she's got like an eyebrow up. She's like, I know your secrets. And she's smoking. She likes poppies. I don't know how she likes poppies. Poppies are gross. Marbles likes orange tulips, so that's all good. What's this? You gotta go to the board meeting by, and what's this? You must introduce emotion. There's nothing wrong with that. You do your job and do it to the best of your ability, and that is the absolute minimum that you can do for your employer as well. To treat the position with respect. What is this? You're not gonna let the bot
to let the bot be number one.
And fair enough too. Odie, good morning as well. Good morning. Thank you to you and your bot. Thank you for the 161 biddies. I appreciate that. Well, says you might get promoted to GM soon. Well, I'll tell you what, general manager is no small position. So if you get it, I'm sure it'll be because you earned it. So let us know for sure. So let's go back over this way. We should definitely get into building at least, because it's gonna give my mind something to focus on. So I was thinking just more deposits like this and just a little bit more texturing and terrain and stuff like that, and get into it a little bit better as well. You're on that bus as well, Damo. I'm super sorry. Well, the good thing about this bus is it's like one of those Magic Infinity buses, so it doesn't have like 10 rows of seats. It's got like as many seats as butts need to sit on it, so it's a magic bus. Indeed, indeed. So my microphone is just honestly intense today. What do you want from me? I think he wants a hug. I don't know. He's insane. Oh, Meanie, thank you so much. You guys are the best. You really are. You really are. That's all good. But I'll tell you what, I'll go as long as I can today. I'll do my absolute best. And as soon as I feel myself sort of starting to slip away, but I'll just, I'll bow out. And I think we'll hand over the baton to another streamer. So I'll go as long as I can. So we'll break the spell. Am I in creative? I am. Am I in? Whoa, there we go. We're in like normal mouse mode. What's this? No, we the thing with Meanie is she has like this magic wand and she can just like get keyboards out of nowhere. I don't know how she manages to do it. You know, they make their way to all sorts of parts of the world. These keyboards. So if she lost her zero, it's highly unlikely that it would be for long. She'd be able to find it. So I think what we're doing, oh my gosh, last stream, if you guys weren't here, I'm so excited now. Last stream, guess who came to visit it? C8 came in, of course, but guess who he brought with him? Oh my gosh, hi, such an honor. How you doing? We had Mrs. Wells come in. We had Wells' night wife come in. Mrs. Wells came in, and I was just so hype. I was like a smitten kitten. She is just such a nice human, and she's just lovely. What are you guys doing? Well, congratulations on the hype train. Like, first thing, who needs it down after I put my glasses on? After you put your glasses on, of course. And it was actually my privilege to show her and to everyone else as well what we were making together, and it just finished the day on such a good note the other day. It was fantastic. So we're gonna make an airbrush. So this one, as you guys saw, and I'll say every time, what are you guys doing? What's this? You don't need to be number one. Well, guess what, Oda? You're not number one anymore. So.
Command one train, command one hug.
Oh no! It brings the emotes out as well. Fabulous. I'll explain the brushes as I'm doing them. I think that's a good thing to do. And I'll tell you what, we'll put on effect, give kimandjax night vision, and we'll just
no playing break the streamer.
Odie, what the crap? You will make me cry, mister. I don't have enough coffee to deal with that. Oh my god. He's not. No, guys, don't listen to Odie. Do not listen to Odie. Do not listen to Odie. Guys, we're not afraid of him. He's okay. He's a nice guy. He's just trying to wind me up and it's working. And I'm super mad. And I can hear him chuckling, I swear. We're good. No, let's not. We're good, guys. We'll just build today. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Odie, for the 500 bits. I super appreciate that. I swear. I'll stay nice. I will say nice things about you. I will say really nice things about you if you're not careful. You're warned. You've been warned, mister. I will say nice things. This brush, guys, this is an airbrush. So what it's done is, as you see down the bottom, you do. So I've chosen a sphere brush, and remember that's in 3D. So it's not just the disc in front of you, it will also go deeper, higher, taller, all that kind of stuff as well. So what's this? I told them not to break the stream and you said don't listen to me. No, you said, oh, you said no breaking the streamer. I read it wrong. It's not my fault, okay? Guys, I need more coffee. Oh no, it's fine. Guys, we're good. So what this is doing, and the brush size I've chosen is brush size 2, as you can see. That's going to make it, that's the size of the brush. So the size of the, wait for it. Do you see? There we go. That's the size. Oh, that goes all the way through. Kiwi girl, stop it. Excuse me. What is this? Oh, we have a, Guys, we have a hole in the map. That's not good. It's, there we go. Good morning, Shane. Welcome back. It's nice to see you, friend. I hope you're doing super well. We are, quietly panicking. We're working underground today, and we're working with night vision. I'm just trying to see where this was going. I don't think I want to utilize that part of the cave. Or do I? Oh, Odie, son of a gun.
She said we could break the streamer.
I did not. I actually did not. Is this payback for calling you Toadie? Now everyone knows your nickname has gone. This is not how it works. Hey Chicky, good morning. How you doing? It's nice to see you. What's this? You need to learn how to world edit and do brushes and fun things like this. Do you know, once you've mastered them, you're absolutely fantastic. I have an idea. Chicky, can you please keep an eye on Odie? Can I please entrust him into your care? What you need to do is you need to just make him sit on his hands and make sure he can't do anything. Odie, thank you so much for the $10 tip. I appreciate that. And doing stuff like that as well. So it's a struggle bus today for sure. But Odie is a lost cause. You can't contain him. You're not wrong. Welcome back, Crescential. It's so nice to see you. It really is. You guys, what the crap? Oh my gosh.
Do I need to provide the video proof?
What is going on, guys? How does this let's not go that way. Guys, if you guys want to help Chicky, keep an eye on Toadie. You are super welcome. Apparently he doesn't like the nickname Toadie. But I have struggled. If you guys play Minecraft, if you jump into a normal chat, do you guys sometimes push T by accident, like a normal chat? Like, so this is the same thing with Odie. Is I can't help it. I just accidentally call him Toadie, and it kind of suits because you know he does. You know he says, "Hi, Kimmy," and then he's like, "Ribbit." Oh, I've heard it. It's a thing. It actually happens. I don't think we want to go all the way with this tunnel as well. Thank you so much for your Twitch Prime. Of all the places that you could use it, you chose to use it with me. Thank you so much. I actually really appreciate that, Chicky. Now you can use that Kiwi heart like everywhere. It's the bee's knees, right? It's such a cool emote. It is honestly the best. I think it's cool anyway. And my mum thinks it's cool too, so that means it's like super cool. Odie, stop it.
You were warned.
I was warned, but this is you're implying that I can listen to you? Damo, guys, you guys are breaking me already. I'm totally gonna cry. Brishka, welcome back as well. You guys all came back. Thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Let me show you some brushes. That's the least I can do to just to show you how I do this kind of stuff without like a lot of effort. Damo, thank you so much. Thank you, Odie, as well. Thank you, Chicky. Guys, if I'm missing something, I feel like I am.
Let me help Zero Die, please. Zero Die, it's not the easy to stop doing this, but if at first you don't succeed, try again and again and again.
Excuse me, Meanie. This is not how it works. So what we're doing is with World Eater, I don't know how much progress I can make today. It's with World Eater you want to use tools. So you want to use like gold tools, blah, wooden tools. It is a bit of a party in here. Do you know what though? I'm having a good hair day, believe it or not, and my nails are so long. So I mean, like, you guys can do what you like. I'm just gonna sit here and just focus on something else. You want to use tools. You want to use something. You're going to remember these are things that you're not going to usually use. You're not usually going to use wooden tools in Minecraft, and you don't really use golden tools either. So that's why a lot of these are used. So this brush, I think what we did was thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I do. So this brush, what we're going to do is we're going to set the brush, which is VR. We're going to choose the sphere brush, and keep in mind that's 3D. It goes this way and it goes this way as well. And it goes this way and this way. And then it goes Night Fever. And then you're going to choose the blocks that you want to brush with. So you're going to go brush sphere. So if we're going to do this texturing, you can see we've got cobblestone, andesite, stone, we've got gold ore, iron ore, we've got a little bit of coal ore as well. So we're going to use those things as well. Thank you guys so much for that little hype train. You guys are insane. I really appreciate it. There's like, I try to say no to Odie, guys. I genuinely do. And it doesn't usually work, and then I try to make other people tell them what to do, and that usually doesn't work. Sometimes it might work, but so we're gonna pick the block. So we're gonna go stone, we're gonna do cobblestone, we're gonna do andesite, we're gonna do iron ore, iron ore, we're gonna do coal ore, we're gonna do gold ore. Now we need to choose the percents for this as well. Underscore. Keep in mind when you're doing commands as well, you need to separate them with a comma as well. You can't use the space bar. And at the end of the command, we're going to tell the brush how big we want it to be, and we want this brush not to be super big. We just want it to be. Meaning I can't breathe when you do this to me. We're going to make it brush size 2 as well, which means it's not super big. You don't want to do too much damage. If you're painting a really large area of terrain, yes, use a bigger brush. By default, the brush goes to size 6, but within the configs, you can make it up to like size 20, 30, 40. But keep in mind as well.
Oh yeah, now we got business.
Thank you, Mesa, for the host, you guys. I super appreciate it, honestly. I don't need to tell everyone how awesome you guys are. This is the thing, like, you guys kind of speak for yourself. Thank you so much. Put a little hype train at the start too. I appreciate it. When you're doing these brushes though, you need to be holding the brush that you're wanting to bind this command to as well. Hello Blue! You got a badge! Yeah, you did. Let me update that. But let me show you. Now, we need to tell this brush what to paint. That's like putting paint on a paintbrush and then you're standing there, but no one's told you what canvas you're going to paint on. So you really need to like tell the brush what you're going to do. So if we at this change at this stage, if we don't tell the brush what to paint, for example, it's just going to put a big ball of that brush. Do you see? This is the brush we've chosen, and this is the random blocks we've chosen because we haven't given it percents. But if we do this, we're not actually painting on anything. What we're doing is we're just placing those blocks in this place. So we'll go brush size. Undo that as well. Thank you so much, guys, and welcome in, Meza. I really appreciate that. Blue, how you doing? It's nice to see you. It's always nice to see you guys come back. Thank you so much. So to negate this, what you want to do is you want to mask, and we're going to tell the brush what to paint, but you need to specify what blocks as well. This is really good if you've got a whole area of grass, but you've got other blocks around it, and say you don't want that grass, you'll choose the mask to be grass. So this brush will only paint on grass. Do you see? So it's not actually going to upset anything else that's around you. And thank you, FDB, for your compliment. I appreciate it as well. Where's Mama Sugar? Is she here yet? What is she doing? So we're going to choose mask, and we're going to mask what we can see on the wall. So what can you see? You can see stone, andesite. Now, andesite. These are, if you'll know those, like, see that these blocks are already in the brush. We want to brush over it. It doesn't matter that we've already got these things on the wall. We still want to brush over them with the random pattern that we've chosen. Like, it's kind of hard to describe that one. It's just easier to do it this way. So we got stone, andesite, we've got cobblestone. I'm gonna kick your butt, Odie, I swear. If I ever come over to the States, I will totally kick your butt. Stone, andesite, cobblestone. I can see coal ore. I can see dirt. What else can we see? I think those are the main ones, to be perfectly honest. So instead of doing a giant ball, like what you saw, what it's now going to do is it's just going to paint on the blocks that we've specified. But you see, we didn't specify coarse dirt, podzol, mycelium, grass and all that. So if I click down here, it's only going to get those cobblestone. Do you see? It's only going to get those blocks. It's not actually going to get the rest of them. This is a really good way. What's this? This is a really, really good way of being able to paint a terrain without ruining some work that you've already done or some custom work. And the thing is with raw data, the more you do it, the easier it gets, and it's just so much faster to do it this way. So this is our wool brush. I think we'll make this one our mossy brush. So as you can see, what I've done is I've come around and I've done little pockets of mossy sort of, all it is just a cobblestone, mossy cobblestone and a cobblestone blend, just to make it look a little bit darker and more concentrated, but also like a little bit mossy. So it's kind of like if Odie sat in this corner like for a couple of hours and didn't move, everything around him will just like go mossy and gross, you know, because it's Odie. So this is Odie's little pocket here. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do the same mask, which is slightly different, but almost the same thing. So holding the tool, so this time we're doing the wooden sword. So we're going to go brush sphere, and we're going to go mossy. We're going to do it this way, mossy. It's my nails, guys. My nails are so long that I cannot even type, I promise you. Mossy cobblestone and cobblestone, right? Do you see? So we're just doing these two brushes, and we're going to choose a small brush size, which is brush size 2. We don't want it to be too big. And we're going to put the same mask, so you can use the backslash and work your way backwards, and you can bring up that mask you had before, so you don't have to type it all again. And you're going to apply the same mask because it's the same, obviously, wall that we're painting on. Odie, oh my god. Chicky, you're supposed to be.
You really want money.
I really don't. Odie, you stop it. You don't put words in my mouth like that. That's not fair. Chicky, you're not doing your job properly. This is a terrible way to start this friendship, I'll tell you now. My hands are on my hips. He slipped out of her hands because he's a toad. That's why. Ribbit. I'm in so much trouble and I can feel it. I am totally aware. So, as you can see, what we've done, I hope, because I think I've forgotten what I've done.
Join the darkness. We have sugared confections.
Mama Sugar is here. Just a disclaimer, I don't associate with the dark side at all. That is Mama Sugar and her sugared confections, and that's the sound that she chose. And I just definitely let you guys know that as well. Toads turn into princes, but the thing is, you got to be careful if you're looking for your knight in shining armor. It might be a toad in tin foil, so you need to be super careful about that one. I'm so dead and I'm totally aware of it. So this one we're doing mossy, as you can see. Let me come over somewhere where you can see it. And this is just going to do, it's going to do the same mask. So it's going to put mossy cobblestone over the same bits of the wall, except for the ores, because I didn't have those. And do you see what it's done? So you can just use it really sparingly, and you can just add like a little mossy strip. Or if you've got a bit of water, you can paint some moss behind it and stuff like that. And all those bits and pieces. So the last brush that we're going to do is the floor brush, and this is the best bit. This is the bit that really brings it to life and adds like a little bit of it's a little bit of like life and growth to a cave system, because you know, in a cave system you guys have got oh wow, fabulous Roblox. I sure do remember you and your excitement about capital letters. Dowski, thank you so much for the raid. I like it so much. I'm gonna stretch as well. Drath, I'm having troubles with Odie. Chicky's trying to look after him, but you know.
This also still a thing.
It is still a thing. I know. Thank you so much, Dowski, for the raid. I super appreciate it. Guys, Dowski is an awesome human. He is a moderator within Escalia with us. He streams. Him and his wife sent me some Stroop waffles, guys. I'd never had Stroop waffles before, and they were so tasty. Thank you so much. I tell you what, Roblox, you totally need to chill out, buddy. So, Dowski, what were you guys doing? I didn't even check who was streaming today. I usually like to go in and make fun of Odie a little bit and say hi to a few people, but today I was just like, I need coffee. Oh my god, it's Monday for me, even though it's a Thursday. So, how you doing, Drath, as well? Nice to see you. Welcome on in, my friend. Are you kidding me? Wow. You guys, if I was wearing socks, you guys would have blown my socks off already. Thank you so much for the host. I super appreciate that. Toadie is being super naughty. So let me show you this bit. FTP, you guys are making me shake.
Disqualified.
Dowski, tell me what you're doing.
She keeps asking me for $1 and I'm doing it.
I'm not even. What does it look like? I'm a dancing monkey just like asking for it, Odie. It's not my fault. In my mind, I feel like I need to call you Toadie because it's an affectionate nickname for my friends. I get in so much trouble. Thank you so much as well. Thank you for the hosts, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you, Dre. You were doing an adventure. Oh, you're working. That's right. You guys are doing an adventure map too. I forgot about that. You guys definitely are. Think of games and Easter eggs.
Let's party if Zero die.
Awesome. Oh my god. Chicky, shut the front door. Are you kidding me? I need to change this like right now. So the toilet train. Who got the toilet train? Chicky and who's the other person, guys? You have to help me out for a second. I'm trying to find Chicky and Odie. Oh my god, what a terrible combination. It's
she
like,
also knows calling me names gets her dollar.
no, because I can't help it. Alright, Odie, give me a second. Is it IE? It is IE, isn't it? And Odie, oh god. Congratulations, guys. If you ever look up the top, you guys. The hype train, the toilet train leaders. The thing is, typically this happens like while I'm on the bathroom. I'm not even kidding. The first time it happened, I was like, who the crap gets a hype train while they're on the toilet? I'm not even kidding. I got a, like my first, basically one of my first hype trains, like while I was on the toilet, like literally came back. I was like, how does this happen? Who gets toilet trains when they're peeing? But I'll tell you what, it happens. So I thought I would make a toilet emote. Is the least I could do for you guys. So here's the toilet train. Exactly. Timothy FTP, what's up? Odie's on a mission. Yeah, he's just winding me because he can, and that's all good. And I'm winding him because it's easy to do, and also he can't chase me. So you know it works both ways. It only happens to the best streamers. No, Kiwi girl, that's cool. Right, let me show this brush just in case anyone's actually sitting here like I'm taking notes and I'm waiting. Like Kimmy keeps getting distracted by like all these awesome people, and I'm like, I know they are over awesome, but I'll tell you what, I'm just like, what is this thing? Squirrels? It's literally like that today. So what's up anyway? What's cracking? Our friend's first hype train was when he was offline. Are you kidding me? That is actually super cool. Yeah, it is. It's Dutch butter cake, guys. Keep in mind. Okay, so I'm getting super. If you're waiting to take notes, just hold your horses a little bit longer. Look, I'll help you. I'll hold a pen as well. Hold your horses just a little bit longer. So, what we like to do here is we like to be responsible hosts. We like to make sure we've always got like a little bit of tasty food, something sweet, something savory, and it's the least we can do because that's what a responsible host will do. Mama Sugar has got a Dutch butter cake, and Meanie has got kielbasa, which is like a sausage and potato kind of thing. And keep in mind, all the links that we provide you are safe links. We will never send you somewhere that you're not allowed to go. Keep that in mind as well. We keep it very family friendly, and I personally check all the links as well before we go live, just to make sure. I'm under arrest? What for? How do I get out of arrest? Who's a bail thing? Anyway, so what is this? Odie says he's sweet. He's totally not. So brush sphere, same thing. We're always going to be wanting it to be. We're always going to want it to be round. That's really hard to say for whatever reason. So brush sphere, and then we're going to put down the blocks. So remember, what we're holding is the brush that we're painting with. It is, Sergeant, I know. What's this? You don't mind the distraction. This is the first time seeing brushes being used, but there you go. Guys, I'm helping someone at least. Someone, apart from entertaining you people. So brush sphere, and we're going to do podzol. So we're still, what you're doing is like you're putting the paint onto the brush. You're literally putting the blocks you want to use on the tool that you're holding. So sphere, we're going to do podzol, we're going to do grass, block. Now, one actually thing that is on the side of this is you can use the old, you can still use the data values if you remember them. I learned to use World Edit using the data values. So, you know, 0 is air, 1 is stone, you know, 2 is toady, 3 is grass block and stuff like that. You know, so like there's little, you know, things like this in here. So you can do a combination of the new data, like block IDs, you know, like the written ones, like grass underscore block, whatever it is, you know, ender underscore chest and things like that. Or you can use the old block ID as well, whichever you want. So, what's this? Who's got ginger ale? Oh my gosh, I love the crap out of ginger ale. Ginger ale is literally one of my most favorite things. Did you guys make it when you were at school? We had to make ginger beer one time, and when you make it, you get like a little raisin. And like if the raisin is floating, I think it's a good thing. And if the raisin is sunk, it hasn't fermented. I don't know if you guys made that. It's not alcoholic, it's just, what's this? Mail time? Odie, oh my god.
Again.
I know. Do you know what the thing is with this voice, the text-to-speech? She's such a disappointed female British, like, accent as well. She's like, again. But she's not, again. Oh, Odie. What are you doing? She's got such, like, a disappointed voice as well. FDP, I swear, if you, what's the, shame they don't have a Kiwi accent. I know, but they've got an Australian accent and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So let me get this in. I'm not, no, FTB, if I say it 3 times, I'm going to summon the Sandman. And this is not how you do it. What is it? Candyman, isn't it? Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. If I can always stop. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Right, so Podzol grass block. We've got coarse dirt. Now this is a good one because it means that mycelium won't spread to it. We got mycelium. This is like literally the hardest lesson I've ever had to do with you guys, like stirring up chat and stuff. But I also really like it. I need you guys to know it's just literally, it's warming my heart. Thank you from the heart of my bottom. I appreciate it so much. It's nice to see you guys here. Bonjour! What's this? Drath. You spell worse than me. I didn't think it was possible, but it's possible, which is fine. So we got, so the brushes, this one, we got Podzol, grass block, coarse dirt, and mycelium. Is that all we have? I think it is. And the same thing, but we're going to do the smallest brush, which is brush size 1, because we want it to be really narrow. So that's going to just do like a 3x3, I think. Something along those like... Yes, Mama Sugar, I will totally have a sip of water as well. I am not going to summon the Candyman, FTB. My Nvidia lip gloss. Draft, do you remember? They were like, what? Who? She did what? For like Nivea? And I was like, yes, only the best face creams for our graphics drivers. That was the best. That was so much fun. Odie has to go back to work, but I will be listening. That's fine. I will say nice things about you. I totally should. So, but remember as well, we need to put a mask on this brush. Otherwise, it's going to put a big ball of blocks instead of actually painting onto the canvas, which is what we're wanting. So we can backslash and we can use the same mask because this group of blocks here, stone, andesite, cobblestone, coal, oil,
Disqualified!
dirt, thank you, Mama Sugar, are the blocks that are in this cave anyway. So we're going to put the mask onto this brush as well. So you can see we've done the same thing. So this is how we can go along, do you see, and we can paint the floor. And this is really good. Like if you're wanting to do this, you could do this out of grass block, the path block, and you know, mix in a little bit of like coarse dirt and stuff like that. And this is how you can do really nice paths around villages and bits and pieces like that as well. So that's another thing for another day. Well, I'll tell you what, it's really hard to push 2 buttons at once. We could probably go up and I could probably show you an example over here. You could make it clear my name. What is my name? There we go. Did that not work? Yeah, it did. Oh, there we go. It just takes this time. So do you see this brush here? This is how I've done this kind of brush as well. This is a really good example of how you can just smash a path out like super quickly. And then all you have to do is like, after you've done or put where your brush wants, like where your path wants to go, all you have to do is jump in the stream and put fences up and talk crap for 3 hours. There you go. Trick of the trade. We still need to finish the back of this building, by the way. I don't know what is going to go here. Kiwi girl, if you're still there, this is your building. And I need to know what you want put in here. So at the back of it. So this is a really good example of a brush that I've used, but the brush size I think I used for this one was brush size 3. So it makes it a lot bigger as well. And I'm fairly confident if we come over this way. Oh my god. After yesterday, Drath, I had to turn my render distance down. I jumped in here this morning and it was like still at like 32. And I jumped in and like the whole computer was like... like Like, I want to move forward, and I was moving forward at like 3 frames a second. It was so bad. 32 is the best. Well, it is a nice round number. I do like it. But you can see with this one though, what I've done is I've done dirt, like andesite stone, gravel, and coarse dirt as well. So I've changed it slightly. You can see I've removed the podzol as I start moving over towards this way because it doesn't make any sense. But then once I move back into this terrain, I put the podzol back in. And it kind of goes really well with the ferns as well. So this is a really good example of like terrain painting here that I've done for you guys. But it's not just terrain. So what I did with this forest, as you can see, now don't mind the markers. The red wall is where I know the path is under the trees because sweet baby Jesus, you cannot find the path. If you want to get home, there is no Uber to get out of this forest, let me tell you now. So I did the same thing, but I chose a brush that had these blocks. It had pink wool, red wool, like, you know, the glass and stuff like that. And then the mask I chose were oak leaves and dark oak leaves. Do you see? And all I did was just select a region and I almost bumped my coffee. Oh, my heart is in my mouth right now. Almost. Keyword almost. So there's a good example of how you can take something ordinary and make it extraordinary. Literally just by taking this forest, which looked awesome and absolutely stunning, just as oak leaves and dark oak leaves, but then I've just turned and made it into something slightly different. Then with 116 I put the shroom lights, which is nice because like they're very similar to glowstone but less like that, you know, just more like just little, just like it gives me I'm a light instead of like I'm glowstone. It was just like, I think shroom lights are just a little bit more polite. And then all you have to do after you've done brushes like this is just go around and just fix little bits like this to like add to the immersion, make sure that I always have a drink on my desk. I don't always spill it, that's the difference. Not always, and if I do my best to hide my reaction, but that time it actually gave me a fright. To keep the immersion for the player in, oh my god, here we go, I know, oh my god. You need to add slabs and stuff just so the player can run through it. But this is a really good example of how brushes can work in your favor. Now, if you were to make a tree, right, say you had like this beautiful farm and you were making whatever, and you wanted to go put a tree like this in the middle of it, it wouldn't work. It would look okay, but it wouldn't look super good. But what I've done here is I've made this tree and made it the whole region, so it doesn't stand out as much, it kind of blends in. So you come in here and you're just like, heck yeah, this is a candy floss forest, you know, instead of having this like one random, you know, sore thumb sticking out, you've got this beautiful forest of bits and pieces. So do you see it kind of blends in? And that's another reason why I've chosen to use like the lilacs and the tall ferns and stuff like that, because it helps blend that pink color down into the ground. And then you've got the warmer colors of the mycelium and blah, blah, blah. So you guys are probably just like, wow, she's like so full of knowledge. And I'm like, absolutely. This is about all you're going to get from me today, to be honest. So this is a good example of brushes and how I took this ordinary forest, which was just a sea of green, and I turned it into like this beautiful pink. Needs more poppies, excuse me. You're gonna get yourself a timeout, madam. You certainly will. For sure. But yeah, so like, do you see how we've sort of brought it in and made it all work and stuff like that? Of course, augmented by Drath's lovely textures, which we like very much. We won't tell Drath that we didn't have the textures on this morning when we logged in, because he'll probably have a heart attack. I'm not in the mood to, you know, call 111 and perform a CPR, so we won't tell him that I logged on without the textures and almost died. It looked so bad without them. It was terrible. But do you see how, yeah, it makes sense having a pink tree because there's so much of it. Do you see where that's where I'm going with that? What is this? Tweet. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, that tree is pretty sweet, Drath, isn't it, to be honest? Do you want to make it in survival? I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty. Oh, Jamie, thank you so much. Jamie, do you know what? Someone has to find the link for Drath. Like, what I did was, when we upgraded to 1.16, this map corrupted, but my friends have backed it up, thank God. And when we logged in, all the like block IDs were wrong. It was so funny. And this tree was 100% made out of repeaters. I'm not even kidding. It was just all repeaters, like stacked. Like each block was replaced with a repeater. And I'm not even kidding. I've never seen a repeater tree in my entire life. But it was something else. Now, what you guys don't know about this map, but I'm going to tell you now, is this tree actually hit build height limit. So if you look up here, can you see it's all flat and it's been cut off? That's because we're at build height limit. But if you come up here, well, maybe we'll put a secret up here, a sign that's just like, congratulations for reaching build height limit. But it's a pretty neat tree, to be honest. And credit if someone did !trees. Credit is to Pluto, you there. He made this tree and he did such a good job. But he would have done the same thing. He would have like all the sea lanterns, he would have made the tree out of one block and then he would have overlaid it with something else. And then he would have gone, like selected a region, he would have gone replace diamond block with sea lanterns. And then he would have gone replace oak wood with glass, for example. So like you can see when you see these super giant projects like this, they're actually not that hard to do. And I say that with a grain of salt because I know not everyone can do this. I cannot build trees like this. Not even close. But I know how he would have done it. And I think if I can show you a little bit about what I know of World Eater, and if I can help you get some of the tools of the trade and tricks of the trade. This dude, I'm not even kidding, when I was making the forest, this dude came in and like dropped like 30 gifted subs or something, and I've never seen him since. Never seen him since. So I know actually Blue does want to be buried here, doesn't she? Well, if she gives me an idea and a suggestion of how she'd like to be buried. So if you guys check out the channel points as well, I've actually put quite a little bit of think noodle into it and put a little bit of effort into it as well. And if you have a look at the channel points, there's actually quite a bit of stuff that you can redeem, including graves. Now, when an area is finished, I won't put you in there, so that's, you need to be very careful where you redeem your grave. Now, it did backfire on me one time. I think there's like 6 of you buried in like one space, for the love of Christ. You guys like got together, you're like, let's do it here. And like one person redeemed the grave, and then 2, and then 3, and then like 5 of you, and I was like, oh man. So that's why I put the rule in, like if I've finished building an area, what is that? I won't add someone in. So you're running out of places to be buried. Blue is special because she wasn't here at the start, so I've agreed to put her in the Candy Floss Forest. That's okay. I'm just double checking. I'm kind of faffing actually, is what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. So this is the kind of stuff we still need to fix as well. We might as well fix it while we're here. Now with World Painter, now this map was painted for me, as you can tell. It's clearly not natural terrain. It's very obviously specific, and these are things that I asked for. With World Painter, and I say this all the time, is you're painting the terrain, which is excellent, and all you've got is like, you've got a program, you've got an aerial view of the map, and down the side you've got like a toolbar that has brushes, and one of them is a terrain brush and a tree brush, and all it'll do is you tell what trees you want, the density, and all those bits and pieces, right? And then the program goes, yep, sweet, and it looks for valid blocks to put a tree on. Now this tree here is huge. These trees, looks like there's 2 of them side by side that are identical almost. But what it'll do, it would have found literally like a single block, and it would have spawned the tree on top of it. So we have spent quite a bit of time trying to fix, like this is another one here, like trying to fix the algorithm can only do so much, you know, because it is literally that, it's just a string of commands and prompts, you know. And then when you actually get into the map like this and you look at stuff like this, you're like, oh, yeah, that kind of doesn't work. That doesn't make any sense that this tree is floating 5 foot above the air. But that's the whole point, is like these tools are there to help you and enable you to do stuff like this faster. She's going crazy, I didn't say her name. But it's not going to take away the effort that you still have to put in order to build and create things in Minecraft. I guess the same argument can be applied to Schematica and Lightmatica and people that use programs like that. I think that's a different story when it crosses over into survival. that's where I disagree. Programs like that should be used, but I think within a creative universe, I think it's fine, naturally, because you know, it's a tool to help you do it faster, basically. So yeah, we've still got like a little bit of things to fix up, but we're not going to spend today fixing. That's all good. Today we are focusing on driving the struggle bus and hanging out with you guys, and also thank you for the company. I do appreciate it. To tell you, on my days off, the last 2 days, I spent the last 2 days in this room streaming and not streaming, sorry, building, and so I really haven't actually taken like a break. When I say I had 2 days off, I just took 2 days off from streaming. And I had a lot of people's streams up, as I do, and as you guys know, that when I'm working on big projects, I've usually got other streamers up and just seeing what's up and taking notes. And a lot of you already know, and some of you I don't know, and it was surprisingly quite a few people said, they're like, oh Kim, it's nice to see you here. I actually lurk in your stream quite a bit. So I think this is an appropriate opportunity to not to call anyone out of lurking, but if you guys are lurking, I want you to know I appreciate it. It's really hard to say it individually and one-on-one, you know, which I can't as well, because you don't want to go into someone's stream and, you know, just take it over. So if you guys are lurking, I appreciate it. I hate this building so much. I strongly dislike it. If a struggle bus was going to look like anything, it was going to look like this. It's like someone tried to build a house and couldn't. So they took the Play-Doh and was just like, ah, I give up. And this is what this house was. So you can see on the left-hand side, I'm like, huh, I'll build it my normal style. And then over here, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's so, ugh. So we don't like this house. And you guys don't like it by extension, okay? Just so you know. But I was thinking today we could just do couple of sort of mushrooms and bits and pieces. And what's this? Bye Jake as well. Thank you for being here. Well, I'll tell you what, Summer. What's this? And Scout is lurking. Thank you Scout for the lurk as well. Scout's one of those people that likes to lurk for the channel points and nothing else. This bit though, I definitely like this patio, and it looks so good with your textures, Strath, doesn't it? It looks really oh, it's so good. I can't even get words out. Oh my gosh. What's this? This why you chat too much? You just... Does someone say mushrooms? Hi sire, how you doing? Yeah. We say mushrooms. What's this? You love the pack and you're over the moon that some others love it too. Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, I like the pack more than I like you. I'm kidding. I'm not allowed to pick on Toadie, so I have to pick on someone else. Oh, look at that. Even like going through like just with the sun and that. Oh, Drath, here's something really cool. So my flatmate, is he there? Jamie, are you still there? So what we could do is time set, I think it's 100, like pull it. We need to wait for the server to catch up. Jamie is there. Thank you, Jamie. We'll wait for the server to catch up. I think it's just having issues. Also, that mess you can see up the top left corner, this is, so my friends are hosting me. They live like 5 hours in the city, 5 hours north from me, so which is cool. This means the server is in New Zealand and I don't have any, you know, latency issues, and if anything breaks, I've got why can't I change the time? Because I'm a spoon, because it already is. It might be like 500. No, it's me. That's all good, guys. I mean, nothing unusual there. I don't know why. I wonder if it's the texture pack or something's changed as well. We'll get a double sun, which I think is really cool, and it's the shaders mixing with your texture. Like, it's really neat, and we're going to build it into the lore. Yeah, I know, it's really nice. I think it's super sweet, actually. But I can't remember. I think Jamie was going on about how the double sun was going to work. Jamie, if you've got 2 seconds, he's really fast at typing. He's actually a writer, guys. My flatmate's a writer. I live with a pilot, a level 3 IT engineer, and a writer. I know. And then I'm like, I'm a chef and I play Minecraft. Hey, being a chef is no small thing either. But Jamie wants to write a little bit of lore into why we have 2 suns on this map, and I think that's really neat. I think it's super cool. But I've built it with your textures, and I can't not have your textures. But there's a whole bunch of blocks that don't have connected textures as well that I've found. So let's go back over to the mine. What's this? You removed the coal in the fires. Did you? Ooh, interesting. The other thing we need to do is, what kind of writer? The word kind. It's like that, isn't it? Summary, like, I'm like pies. What flavor of pie is it? It's pie flavor. So let's get out of this anyway. This is going to be where the mine, one of the mines come out. So you can see we've got like all of this to build. We'll probably do a little bit over in here. We'll do a little bit over here. But at the moment, can I show layers? I'm pretty confident I can. I'm so confident and not confident about it. Can I show layers on journey map? I don't know, is my journey map or my voxel map? Oh, it says it up the top, don't worry about that. But we want it to come out here, and we want it to kind of just turn into like a little bit of a working area that sort of the farm people, some of the people, like maybe some of the people that live here work the fields, and then some of the people work in the mines as well. And it is not gender specific, because, you know, we don't want women in the fields and men in the mines, because maybe the men have green thumbs and the women are just like, heck yeah, I know how to use an axe, and they're just like, yeah, who cares? Do you know, like, we're not about that game here. So it's gonna come out here. Actually, I should probably double check that I can do that, because I'm like, this is what we're gonna do, and then next minute we cannot. I'm fairly confident we can show layers. I think it's so far away that I can't even zoom ahead and see where it is. It's way down that way as well. Who's Brandon Sanderson? Is he handsome? Jamie does all sorts of stuff. So yet to a fantasy. Seriously, Jamie, if you want to talk about the stuff you write, please do. Guys, Jamie wrote some Minecraft fan fiction. I'm not even kidding. It's called Andromeda, and it's so good. He would disagree. He's probably sitting out there typing real fast trying to like stop me from talking about it. I'm not even kidding. He created a story based around an Enderman and a girl, not a love story, but like an unlikely friendship, you know, and oh, Jamie, you have to tell people about Jax. That's so cool. Anyway, I distract. We've got our brushes. We're gonna zip through the mines. This is as far as we've got. This is actually taking quite a bit of time. This is a massive cavern though. This is absolutely huge. Effect, give, kimandjax, night vision, no. And come over this way here. So we're gonna go that way. We'll probably break this through. Oh, we were gonna flood this, weren't we? Yeah. I'm talking to you guys like you know, because even I don't know what I'm doing. This brush already I can see has got too much ore, so what we need to do is we need to back scroll, we need to fix that. I can't believe I even like wrote these commands in with you guys like breaking me earlier. I can still feel it, honestly. So we're going to increase the numbers. I think we did like, so what you can do with raw edit brushes, if you didn't know this as well. Thank you so much, Strath, for being here. I really appreciate you. You really, really do. Thank you so much. Guys, Strath is friend. Drath is friend. We like Drath. Drath is friend. Drath protect. He's a good doggo. So enjoy your food. It's not me, it's the coffee. It's not emotions, I promise. You can put percents onto raw edit brushes if you didn't know about that as well. So we're gonna make this one a little bit less just so we can add a bit more. So we got 30, 60, we got 88 if I can count, so that leaves us 12% left. So we're going to make this slightly smaller. We're going to go 2%, so that leaves us 10%, and we're going to make this like 8% and a coal ore 2%. So what I've done here is I'm telling the brush, you go make sure you're holding the right tool, otherwise you'll bind it to something else. And you can bind commands over other commands. You just keep writing over them, you know, so you need to be careful that you're holding the right tool as well. So we got brush sphere, and now I'm telling it to use within every time I click the brush, it's only going to use that percent that I've specified, and you need to make it up to 100. Now, before we didn't have any percents, and so what it's going to do is it's going to make it up itself. Woof. Guys, if Drath was a doggo, he'd be a good doggo. He's a good boy, I'm convinced. So, because we didn't use percents, what it did is it did a random mix, but you can see it's quite heavy on the ores, and we don't want that. Welcome back, Nini! So here we're specifying, so we're doing 30% stone, 30% cobblestone, 28% andesite, just to pull it back a little bit, and that remaining 12% we've allocated to the ores. But you can see I've weighted it in favor of gold ore, so I'm pointing at it, I'm like, can you see what I'm doing? So because it's weighted in favor of gold ore, it's going to do the odd little bit of iron and coal, but more gold, which is what we're wanting. So we're going to hit enter. The mask is already there. We don't need to touch the mask. So we're going to undo these brushes. We're going to go undo. Remember, with undo, you can specify a quantity up to about 20. And I think the clipboard remembers about 30 maximum. So if you're spamming, so this way I recommend clicking with World Editor instead of holding the button down and spray painting. You're better to click in place. Because if you hold the button down and you're just like spamming the crap out of World Edit, it's only going to remember about 20 or 30 of your last moves. So if you make a super mistake, if you make a super mistake, it will actually not be able to be undone. You are here. Thank you so much, Tree. So remember as well, if you go too far back, you can also do redo. And it'll just redo the last command, or you can undo the last command as well. So it's my nails, guys. I can type, it's just my nails. So I swear, I promise you. How you doing, Tree? Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Well, actually, do you know what? Well, see, now do you see it's painting this, but it's just doing a lot less of the ores, which is good, and it's smoothing out the cobblestone because the cobblestone is pretty intense. And I think we'll just do a couple of mossy patches here. I think we should make that brush a bit smaller as well. This one, yeah, we'll make a brush size 1. We'll do undo like 3, undo like the last 2, and just make it a little bit smaller. Just sort of like really concentrate where we're gonna put the mossy bits as well. And it would kind of make sense if you're going to do something like this, maybe put a bit of water. You don't have to, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. I didn't drink my coffee. What is this? Blue is lurking. That's all good, Blue. I'm not sure if we'll get to your grave today. I think I want to, but I'm not sure. Just being completely honest with you. So we're going to paint the ground here as well. Paint around this. But it's a lot of fun to use World Editor, and once you've figured out the basics, which is pretty much all I run on, I just run on the basics. I don't know any like super amazing commands, but once you've got the basics down pat, it just makes map making so much easier. And the best thing about it is it doesn't take away the building that you're doing. You still need to build. You still need to make your own stuff. You know, if you guys were here and you saw me working on the estate mansion at the start and bits and pieces, and if you guys were here for like this beautiful whatever the crap this is going to be inside the swamp, because I don't know what it is, we'll call it whatever the crap. This is what it can be. But if you were here for that, you see, you still need to do building. You can't not do building. World Edit just makes it a little bit faster with some of the mundane stuff that sort of would most likely take up more of your time. So we're going to flood this cave, but what are we going to put at the bottom of it, though? We like, if you're going to swim all the way down to the bottom of this, like something needs to be there, right? What's something that we're missing? I don't know. Those block updates, I know it's going to get super messy, but I think we'll definitely flood this today for sure. And it feels like it's at break time. It is almost break time. Peter's lurking as well. Oh my gosh. You gotta clip your nails when you start messing up your typing. Yeah, I'm already past that. Like, I am at the point now where I can't type properly, and I'm scratching myself by accident. Like, these guys are so long. They're so long. It's terrible. And the thing is, like, I really want to clean my car. If you guys don't know, I'm like super into my Subarus. You know, and in the past I've like, you know, taken my car on tracks and stuff like that, and you know, it's a performance vehicle, it's got a really good engine in it, and stuff like that. And like, I really want to clean it because we've actually got a Subaru convention coming up. We've got like a, I guess like a club meet track day slash club thing going on called Flatnats, and I really want to clean my car for it, but I've told myself I can't clean my car until like my nails break. So as soon as one breaks, I'll cut them all, but until then I'm just going to whinge about how long and luxurious my talons are. But I am literally scratching myself. Like, I find myself, I'm like, oh, what is that? And I've like taken like a chunk of skin out of my own arm or something like that. That's so bad. It's actually really bad. So we'll flood it from like here. Yeah, we'll flood it. So we're going to go fill. We're going to go fill with water. Now this is actually a I think the fill command is actually a vanilla command. Like, I think it comes with the game. I don't think it's a world edit command, if I'm right. So I think you can do this just in standard Minecraft as well. You're back and you have food. Even better, Kiwi girl. It's so nice to see you. Honestly, you've come in like right at the start, and I really appreciate you. Now with the fill command, you need to be super careful with your radius, because it'll fill the blocks on the level that you're on, but with the radius that you specify. So we don't want to go too big here. So I was thinking like, maybe like 10 is probably close enough. So if I do this, do you see what it's done? It's filled with water around me. And then it should, yeah, do it this. Now the other side to this is you can go fix water in the same radius. And do you see what it did? It fixed the water on those blocks. So you can also fix water blocks. You don't have to go around with a water bucket and do, you know, bits and pieces like that. But it's also going to do, it's going to start filling the water for me down below. So I've put on this base level where I want it. And I think I might make this a bit bigger. Fix. Fix. And it's not listening to me as well. So what do I want? I want this and I want water. The fill command, yeah, as a Minecraft command. Yeah, I thought so. Because I knew there's a couple there that are just, like, you can do this in your own worlds. You don't need to be running World Edit or, you know, have an instance of Forge or Fabric installed. You can do it this way. So, because it's being a poopy butt, I think we're just going to do it this way. Nini, I think it's break time as well, I do believe. What are we up to? Yeah, an hour and 10. Wow, you guys are crazy. We're gonna fix water, but we're not, I don't want it to be too big. We'll just stick with the small one as well. And I need to be in the water when I fix it. Come on, I believe in you. You can do it. Fix water. Come on. Here we go. And I think we'll just do a bucket for this guy. So as you can see, just with a couple of quick commands, we've flooded this whole chamber. That would have taken a lot longer, but what we want to do with this is we want to make you come down here. So we want this part of the tunnel to be a little bit darker, and then when you look at the water, we want the water to be like glowing a little bit and like sort of a bit like spooky and murky, you know, like you don't know what it's doing or where it's going, you know, a little bit like Meanie. You don't know where she is, but you know she's always watching. So now, oopsies, wrong brush. That's why I was like, right, you're not working. So we're gonna do our mossy brush, but I think with this one, yeah, we need to be a little bit closer, unfortunately, because it's going to treat the water blocks as a block. So if it's trying to paint the block for you, it's not really gonna, bless you. It's not going to it's going to look at the water blocks as well and treat that within the radius. What I could do is actually just make the radius a little bit bigger. Probably makes sense, right? We'll make it like 4, 3, 4, 4. Bless you indeed. There we go. Do you see? And it's just making it more murky. What is this? Cyrus says it works. Yeah, it does work at your feet below. And it's the same with World Edit as well. Ooh, you know what we need to do? We need to make the mask on this brush include gravel. Oh, it is break time. I can feel it. It's break time. There we go. Gravel. There we go. And it's just going to help get rid of some of that as well for us. And it's the same when you're doing commands with World Edit as well, that if you're doing position 1 and position 2, if you're not using the axe, what it'll do, it will take the block that's at your feet as position 1 or position 2, whatever you're doing underneath. So that's probably pretty intense, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit murky. Let me just brick it up a little bit and see how it goes. There, we'll take in the slab. I've already got you. What do I want? You. It's gonna be dark down here anyway. Like at the moment you're looking at it and you're like, that's way too much moss. It doesn't matter because you're only gonna fly down here for a super like quick second. You're not really gonna be paying attention to like, wow, someone went ham on the moss brush down here. What the crap? You know, like if you're coming down here, you're wanting to get to the bottom to see what's here before you run out of air and before you swim back up. So you're like, I mean, if you now you guys have been here, I know you are going to be looking. Oh, hello, multi-block. I know you are going to be looking at it and going, wow, she was like real heavy on the moss brush. Well, guess what? Swag YOLO, you guys aren't my real parents. And I will do what I want to do. So, and that's how I roll. So, it's pretty much like that, to be perfectly honest. But it genuinely doesn't matter. You're not going to see it. You're going to be down here so quick. You just want to see what's down here. I don't even know what should be down here. If anyone has any suggestions on what you think would be a nice reward. See, now that doesn't work, right? He stands out like a thumb. If you guys have any suggestions on what you think would be a cool thing to put down here. So if you were going to swim to the bottom of this and you were playing an adventure map, do you think you would want some currency? Or do you think there should be a weapon down here of some description? Maybe you could get a trident. Who knows? You know, a treasure chest? Exactly. A treasure chest? A treasure chest, yeah. There's pretty much like the default, right? For sure. We'll go there. And yeah. Ah, yeah, this is good. Das ist gut, yeah. It's very good. A treasure chest. Money. Hi. How are you? I hope you're feeling better today, Money. Hope you're feeling better than me, that's for sure. Hope you're doing all good, chick. Eugen's, hi! I haven't seen you for a wee while. How you doing? What's cracking? What's cooking? What are you up to? What's up, Buttercup? Let's do it this way. Yeah, make it like a little bit more open, I think. Even though I just like put the blocks there, I'm like, well, guess what? I changed my mind. Because that's how girls roll. And guess what? I'm a grill. I can change my mind as much as I like. As well, Deadhead, thank you very much for the follow. I did see you squeeze in. I apologize for not responding immediately. Sometimes I get a little bit distracted by you guys. Do you reckon a treasure chest? Well, let's do some prickles. Because yeah, typing, who wants to even today? It's optional. Why aren't you lit? Because you're not waterlogged. That's like, trust me, I'm a chef, I know what I'm doing. There we go. If we put a chest on top of it. Look at that. What's this? Dolphin, hi! Oh, we've got so many friends in chat today. Excuse me, miss you. You said you weren't streaming for 3 days and the next day you were streaming. And I saw you and I was like, I'm not going to watch you on principle because you said you weren't streaming and then you were streaming. And I feel like you lied to me. You didn't, but that's what I'm going to say and that's the story I stick with in my head, so. I know, suddenly everyone's here. Dolphin, we had Chicky and Drath here before. I thought that was really cool as well. And you're here. We got so many new, like, not new friends, but just lots of new faces, which I thought was really sweet as well. It's nice to see you though. I hope you have taken some time off or you're in the middle of taking time off now. I hope I put you on the spot and I hope you feel like you have to justify what you did to me. I'm kidding. No one should ever feel that way. No one should ever feel this way. You said you were like not streaming the other day and then you were streaming. I'm so mad at you. This is how mad I am. Right, what else do we want in the walls, guys? We want bone meal. I can't spell. That's not a secret. And we want seagrass. This always makes me think of no, she likes to put seagrass. What is it called? No, it's kelp. I was close. What's this? You're taking next week off instead. That's fine. It's not my fault that I didn't read your instructions because, you know, I don't want to take responsibility for that. Moanbeal, yeah, it is a bit like that as well. How you doing, Wanderer? Like, welcome back. For sure. So nice to see your face. Yo face. How's your meeting going, FTP, as well? I hope that's going super good. Lots of people having meetings today. I think I want this to be... oh, and excuse me, Dolphin, your building is absolutely lovely, and I need you to know that. I really, really need you to know that. Stick with it and stick at it. Like, don't give up. That's, it's easy to sit there and like, I can't build. You know, when you clearly can, you clearly do. And I really felt that from you the other day, that you just really didn't feel it. But you keep building, and I think that was really neat that you keep doing that. So, you know, even if you're not feeling it, be honest with yourself. That's something like, yes, Mama Sugar and Mimi have, you know, helped me learn is like, if you're not feeling it, that's okay to not feel it, but you know, you still do your best and still give it a go. You did that, and I thought that was very admirable. So yeah, so she lies and says she's not streaming, and then she comes in here and I just give her compliments because that's how Twitch works, guys. If you didn't know, no, you gotta have a little bit of faith in yourself, chick. You really do. But you stuck at it, and I thought that was really cool. Meeting done, problem is solved, even better. Well, tell you what, put your feet up and feel free to hang out with us for sure. I think Jamie appreciates good old word battle every now and then, someone else who knows words as well as him, and have a bit of fun. I actually do need to take a break, guys. So what we should do is we should figure out someone who would like to be in charge of chat. Now, this is not necessarily a good thing because I need water. It's a bit of a responsibility because what you need to do is you need to keep everyone engaged and entertained. And take my own advice. What? I do take my own advice. That's the thing. I think being on a struggle bus and then actually just outright saying I can't build is like a different thing. Let's go this way. Random patch of pickles. I like it though. I think that's cool. I like it. That's awesome. What's this? You're growing confidence in building because yeah, positivity does help, definitely. And I think it's important as well if you've got someone you can reach out to when you're not feeling like the greatest or the strongest. And at least, you know, a problem shared is a problem halved. They can't fix it, but sometimes just like talking about it definitely helps a little bit. And it took me a wee while to sort of get to that stage where I'm like, okay, I do need to tell my friends that, like, I'm like struggle bus today, for example, you know, because they're there to help. And they're gonna understand. They're just like, okay, she's only running on, you know, 2 cylinders. You know, she's not doing the greatest today. What do we need in here, guys? Should we hide that around the corner? I think we should. Oh, there's a hiccup. I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize. It's because it's break time. There we go. And we want to test as well. So, what's this? Positively, exactly. What? You've got Jamie in charge? Jamie, do you want to be in charge? I don't know what he's doing. We'll find out in a second. There we go. We'll hide that. That's good. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. Got some prickles. We got awesome. What? You're absent at the moment? That's all good. Okay, so Jamie can't be in charge. That's all good. I can't go until someone's in charge. That's how it rolls here. And the only rule is really not Odie. Oh my gosh. We tried... No, Scout will just hide. Scout, like, we tried even to get Chicky to, like, keep an eye on Odie, and she just couldn't. She was like, he's so slippery. And I was like, I know he is. We can't tell him what to do. What do I want? I want a slab. I don't want a salmon. I want a slab. I want a slab. What have we got here? We'll just make this a little bit more rounded. just give a little bit of attention to detail in these kinds of things. And this is the little stuff that people see in maps and they're just like, oh wow, that is super awesome. Like, there's nowhere that's untouched. Like, it's all been, you know, painted in some kind of way. Do you see? So, and I think that's really what helps with immersion, is people getting amongst. What is this? FTV should be in charge. Tree can't be in charge. What's this? Dolphin can't be in charge. She's got to get dinner, which is fair enough as well. I get the hankries, guys, so I totally understand. If someone wants to go get dinner, they're gonna elbow you and like, get out of the way, I'm hungry. FTP. There we go. FTP's in charge. So guys, you voted without voting. What is this kind of place? I do need to walk away for a second anyway. So regardless, I'm gonna walk away. It doesn't matter. What I will do here is nothing. I'll leave it like that, actually. That looks kind of cool. So I think I'll effect clear kimandjax, and we'll do this mode and this mode. And then what we will also do is we will switch over to, what's this? I need to go to the loo. I'm going to switch over to here and I'm going to walk away. FTP, you're in charge. Please don't burn the building down. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Guys, stick around because when I'm going to build next, you're going to want to see.
Is it time? Because chaos.
What, Jamie? Your poker face? Oh my god. What? What is this? Jamie with 100 biddies, Trey with 100, FDB with 20 tier 1. Are you serious? Jamie didn't ruin anything. I didn't even, he was laughing at something, but I was like, what's up? And he's just like, oh my god, chat is just insane. I was like, oh my gosh. Let me put the camera on for you guys. Oh my god, are you serious? I need lip gloss. I have a surprise for you guys. This is not how it works. I have a surprise for you guys. You don't have to surprise me. I have a surprise to show you guys. So I was like, stick around, I want to show you something. I need to double up on my lip gloss. What, next time do 20 tier 2. I haven't set up the other tiers. I didn't think about that. Oh my god. Also, hi Peter. Guys, I have another coffee. Tinker, you are so super welcome. Thank you as well for the really nice message as well that you sent to me on Twitch. I really appreciate that. The thing is, like, I saw you and it was actually Gentleman New that recommended, and you were sitting there, you were just doing your best and streaming away, and I think you had one person watching you, and I was like, this is the least we can do, is just go make someone else's day a lot better. I'm so glad we did that, and it's really just encouraging. Keep doing what you're doing. Seriously, keep doing what you're doing. Take your time now. And don't give up. That's the important thing. Don't give up. Even when it feels like it's really hard, like I say, reach out to a friend or someone you know. Oh my god. Are you serious? Guys, there's so many new people here as well. Welcome back, Rishka and Tinker. Thank you so much as well for the tier 1 sub. That is really, really sweet. Seriously, stick around. This is such a good place. You are super welcome here, and we'd love to have you back. See all these other people coming back as well. Hype indeed, guys. I've also made the hype command, so anyone can use it. Anyone can use it. You guys use it. This is... Odie! I'm trying to surprise you guys with something. Thank you so much. Guys, let me read out.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo, indeed. All the new names. Thank you so much, FDB. That's incredible. To Shane. Shane is a new friend as well. Shane, guys, Shane likes pigs, if you didn't know. Shane likes pigs. Come over here. Surprise. I'm gonna put my hand on the surprise. Also to Beer Mahogany, to Sleeping Beauty, to Nerd City, Nerd, welcome back, to The Flea, to Krim. No way, guys. Krim is an awesome builder. We love Krim for sure. To Dutchy, to Pipes, to Faye. Faye is a new friend too. To Grammy. Oh my gosh. To All the Prime. To Escal, are you kidding me? That hit Escal. That is super cool, guys. We won't talk about Escal today. Maybe we'll save it for another day. But I tell you what, I've got a couple of nice stories to tell about him, but we'll save that for another day. To Sarathas, to Grafter, to Suze, to Lester, to Simon, to Dan, to Hermit Challenges. Thank you so much to Peaches. Guys, if you got gifted a sub from FTB, please come in and say thank you. It takes 2 seconds. You totally did get Escal as well. And what is the I know? That's not how this works. What? In Twitch, you don't surprise chat. Chat surprises you. Well, I'll tell you what. You see, 103% level 5 hype train. You guys are nuts. You guys are peanuts. Well, how am I going to show you the surprise if you guys are surprising me? Do you want me to open it and show you guys? While there's a hype train, can I give something to you while you're giving to me? Can we do this? I'm gonna do it. I don't have any scissors. Jamie, I don't have a knife. Oh my gosh.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Ah, snap. Do you know, I need to have a drink. Oh. You bring me a knife, thank you, Jamie. I just realized I came in here and I don't have anything. Did I leave my dignity in the kitchen? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tinker for the 500 bits and the tier 1 sub. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie, for the knife. I appreciate that. Yeah, poker face, poopy butt. So they bought me a little knife. Oh, it's sharp. Return of the sippy cup. Yeah, you guys can force me to use it if you wanted to. So I'm gonna try open this without like popping off me. So I have a box. Yes, it's a big box. Do you guys know what's inside it? I had to take my address off the front of it. I gotta make sure I don't drop the box. So I need to so I don't spill a drink. Do you guys know what's inside the box? Can you guess what's inside the box? I'll sniff it for you. It smells like cardboard. Thank you so much, guys, for the level 5 hype train. There was an actual toilet train, legit. I went to the bathroom and made a fresh coffee as well. Thank you so much, guys. I super appreciate it. Monty thinks she knows what it is. Maybe. Let me move my microphone out of the way. That's bright like your future. Maybe. No, it's not a new keyboard. The new keyboard is already here. Well and truly. The box is behind me as well. There's a box inside the box. Maybe. Maybe new lights. Maybe. What else do you guys think? If you had to choose. Oh my god, Kiwi girl. Just like, open it now. I need to know. You're a good Kiwi girl. If you like, I can send you a picture of what it is. I'm sorry! Okay, well, tell you what, let's see if there's a box inside the box, because that would be exciting. Oh, there is a box inside the box! This is exciting! This is like Christmas! I'm gonna sniff it. Yeah, it still smells like cardboard, so... I have to do it this way. This is exciting! I know! Double box! Oh, it's really thin cardboard. Okay, I need to be careful of that. If I drop it, I will definitely spill coffee. Nini will kill me until I'm dead. Can you imagine? How exciting is this? Told you guys, it's like you need to stick around to see this. Well, so many follows. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Oh my god! Do you know what this is? It's a, I know. You guys, hi Clown, it's nice to see you. You're just in time. I'm trying to unbox this to show you guys something and not spill my coffee because Meanie will kill me. Oh, they used a lot of tape, guys. I can't break a nail. This is super important. Clown, it's so nice to see you. I'll go this way. Oh, I have an idea. I would go down here and I'm sorry. I'm really, guys, I've been wanting this for like ages. Ugh, it's so heavy. Oh, I'm gonna have to rip it. Oh, that was satisfying. It sounded like a dirty fart, but it wasn't. Guys, oh, I need to sniff it again. It doesn't smell like anything. Fart hype doesn't bark. No, it's not living. The box is inside a box. It was. Guys, look what I got. Woo. Can you see? I think as the camera's flipped this on, super sorry. Yes! It's here! Oh, hype indeed. Oh my gosh, I know. Guys, there's a little bit of a story behind this, and it's a bit silly. I'm sorry, I did not bring my microphone up. It's like, you've got two? Well, they're not cheap. Unbelievable. Tell you what, I'm sorry, there was like a lot of hype just for a light, but I'm excited as well. Key light, yes indeed. Oh, Kumara, it's nice to see you. How you doing? I hope I wound you guys up. This is something I wanted to show you guys as well. If you guys don't know, so I started streaming just part-time, just literally like 5 hours a week, 2 hours one day, 3 hours one day in the kitchen, in the kitchen. Oopsie, sorry microphone. And when I was made redundant and I was given the spare room to move into, I realized I needed better lighting, and all I had available to me was like Kmart, which is kind of like which is kind of like Walmart is the only way to describe it. It's literally like a super cheap there's cardboard inside the cardboard inside the cardboard. And so what I've been using is a $17 lamp from a really cheap shop as a key light, and it's horrible and it makes me look like I'm like shiny and sweetie and stuff, but I'm not sweetie. I'm a sweetie, but I'm not sweetie. And it's been a real struggle, and then my cheap lamp actually died, so I've actually got my flatmate's cheap lamp. I know. And whoa! Oh my god! I'm a sweetie, I know. And this is really hard. And to get this light is literally like so significant to me, guys, because it's just such an uphill battle. And I know some people get the opportunity to have really good stuff like really early on. Oh my god, I need to eat more wheat bix for breakfast. That's a big box. So that's a stupidly big box. Look at this. This is so small. All of that with this. It's like a play button, except it's not a play button. It's a light button! But for me to sit here and go, I was able to purchase this. And so I can stream better for you guys with better lighting and better quality and stuff like that. And because you helped me do this, like, this is such a massive moment for me. In order to have something just so simple as just a proper light, like, and I know it sounds so silly, but I'm so excited to share you guys, and share with you guys this. Oh my god, can we end the stream now? Can I set it up now? So I'm gonna have to put it on the floor, but I really, it's a bit wholesome, but it's so true, guys. It's so true that this whole, everything I'm looking at, you guys help me like put it together, and you help me fund it, and you help me build it, and because you guys believe in me. This sucks. I'm gonna cry. You guys, you're crying. How am I gonna put this on the floor properly? Do you know what I should do? I should put the knife away. Just in case. So, I hope you guys like. Do you guys know what Kmart is, right? I hope you guys know what Kmart is. My upper arm strength is not existent. The heaviest thing that I can lift are like tissues up to my eye. I gotta pop that down there anyway, like, you know. It does a building, but yeah, no. Hey, it is a knife. It's a knife. It's a knife. You guys, I'm really glad that I was able to give back a little bit. You guys gave me a level 5 hype train. Wild, I see you sneak in with your party of four. And the least I can do is give back to you and just create. I know it's just a stupid little key light, but it's not just a stupid little key light. There's so much more significance behind it to me, and I need you guys to know that. There's just so much more to than just having a key light. It's a big journey that's got to that point. So was the background always that degraded? No, we moved house, actually. That's another story as well. We moved house, and because I think unemployment rate is like 34% or something like that in my region, so quite a few people lost their jobs due to COVID when it hit New Zealand. And the boys gave me the spare room, which I'm in now. I'm in the spare room. It's Yeah, I'm not crying, you're crying. I've gone bright red, I can feel it as well. Wild. Jamie put Monty's telling you to put the light together as well. Yeah, this is true. So I tell you what, guys, to Daz, to Wizard, and I can't even pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, friend. Clown, you followed as well in there. You super sneak. You're a super sneak. Right, let's actually do some building though, because that's what we're here for. Even though, like, I totally hyped you guys up about that key light, it is significant to me. Oh, actually, we need to see what we're seeing. I know. We need to see what we're seeing first. I need to know how dark this is. Like, if you're actually playing, it's really dark. Good to know, good to know, good to know. So we'll light it up in here like a Christmas tree. Oh, so excited. I just want to end the stream now and set up my key light. Oh, just so excited. It's the little victories that you gotta take, guys. Like, I woke up feeling like a big steaming piece of chicken dumpling. And then now I feel a little bit better. It's in part because of coffee, which I did not spill. What's this? Do it? You reckon? Welcome back, Robin, as well. Did you come in with Wild? Yeah, it'll be super late for you, right? It'll be super, super late. Wild, what were you doing? Tell me what you're doing. I'd love to know what you're struggling with today or what you succeeded with today as well. And if you guys came in with Wild as well, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it, Wild. We love her very much. Very, very, very much. Almost as much as I like coffee. So we'll hide this in here. And for a little bit of perspective, we came in here and we've gone around to here, and then now we're going this way. So you see all we've done is like you can't see it, but do you see it? Can you see what you can't see? Do you see what's inside my head? So we've only done a really small part of the map, super small part of the map, but I tell you what, it's I'm having a lot of fun, that's for sure. It's a lot of fun, like, producing this for you guys as well. Ah! So, what's this? You're excited to see how different it'll look? Yeah, me too. If it looks crap, I'm just gonna stick with my my Kmart lamp and give it back to Mighty Ape. I'll just return it and say, yeah, it didn't fit. Fit what? I don't know, but. Nah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I have an idea. Ooh. No. EP. No. No. We don't have time to go that far into. Oops. Also, before I forget my manners, Boss says, you were redesigning your furnace array, just moving it and changing the layout. Redstone is, say no more, Wild. Say no more. I know exactly what you're talking about. It is impossible. I couldn't do redstone if I tried. I'm being very serious when I say that too. Like, I am just not a redstone person. Is that gonna upset you guys if you see that little block of dirt? Am I? Tell you what as well. Monica. Is she there? You set it up live? Oh, absolutely not. I've got too much crap. Like, at the moment the lamp is, like, the Kmart lamp I have is actually sitting on a little nasty, like, sort of plywood box. And that box is sitting on the left arm of the monitor stand, and so my left monitor is kind of dipping down a little bit, which really super upsets me. Oopsies. Oh, you needed to be there, silly me. Ooh, that's a better idea. So I definitely won't set it up on stream because there's just so much. I feel like this is stuff it. Yeah, whatever, you can stay like that, that's cool. And then we need another one down here. Can you see that little flare every time I break a block? That is actually, get out of my way, coffee. I'm still you today. What? Where am I going? There. I forgot what I was gonna say to Moni. You're waiting for the crying obsidian mines. Well, to be honest, Moni, we could probably do a whole wing that's just crying obsidian if you wanted to. This is super dark, so we need to finish this. Every time you see the light flaring like that, what it is, it's the shaders not playing nicely with everything else. So don't be alarmed if you see like these like flary spots. I don't know how to describe them. They're just the shaders. Right. What was I saying to Moni? I don't know what I was saying. Saying something to Monica. Welcome back, Jake, as well. You're asleep. That's fair enough, Robin, as well. And I know it's super late when you join us as well. Thank you so much, friend. No! Yeah, just leave it like that. That's fine. What's this? Crying obsidian in the roof so it bleeds purple. That's a good idea. Which is a nice nod to Twitch as well, right? Let's light this one up. Oh no! I blame you, Peter! Oh my god, I'm so mad! No! Peter! That's fine. That's fine. Let me light it up so you can see your tower of shameful gravel. Yeah, F in chat for sure. Okay, so I'll tell you what. If you think it was Peter's fault, type 1. If you think it was not Kim's fault, type 2. Ah. 3 is not an option. I know, Kuma. I know. Oh my gosh, he almost booped it. Oh no, these are removable, aren't they? They are. Scout, if you're still there, thank you so much for the commands. I appreciate that. Peter, I need to remind you of something? Or you need to remind me of something? Probably. Peter, you know the commands you gave me to summon the animals without AI? Can you send me the links you use specifically again? Those 2 specific ones. You did the panda and for the baby fox. They were so cute, guys. And just, I'm gonna say it again, I know I said it the other day. We had Mrs. Wells Knight come into our chat the other day. She rated us for C8, and I thought it was just the bee's knees as well. So we've got Mrs. Wells in the map. She is a brown cow, and I'm sure none of you are surprised because we know she likes cows. Oh my gosh. I'm so upset. Hi, Del. How are you? Del, we just had an oopsie. Well, I say we, it was Peter. It was Peter. So I can't even get the words out because I'm lying. With 3 generators in it. Yeah, I know you did as well, but I mean, I'd like to keep using them if that's okay, Peter. I'm sure you're okay with that, but I'd like to ask your permission first. And I'm asking your permission, but I know that you're gonna say yes. Anyway, so it's oh, son of a biscuit. It's more of a formality than anything else. What else? The gravel, yes, absolutely. Only the best custom gravel piles in our oh, that brush is really big, isn't it? My bad. Let's make it smaller. Back down to 1, excuse me. That was a lot of whoa. There we go. So we're lighting up this bit is what I was trying to do. I know, right? Trying. I want to steer. I know it was so exciting to get Mrs. Wells in the map. It was really nice to put. We put everyone in. I'll tell you what. You know, I'm asking for a reason, Peter, and if you can stick around for a couple more minutes, would be appreciated. I think if someone raids. Now I actually forgot to do this earlier because Jasky came in as well. I think if we get someone raid, I would love the ability to put them in the map as an animal. They can choose what they want to name their animal. I think that would be really cool. I might have to just like slowly introduce it so that you guys just have to raid me again. That's basically what that is. But I think, oh, really, Gravel? Really? I think that would be a super cool like way of saying thank you to you guys and just add you in, and like once you're in the map, you're in the map. You know, we're not gonna like continuously have like a whole bunch of brown cows in the map or whatever, but how cool would that be? Crying obsidian in the roof. Yes, this is what we're doing because this is what Monica wants. So we'll do this. How are we going for time? We're doing all good for time actually. Let's see. Oops. We need to be very careful of are you gonna cry? Okay. Oh, there we go. It just takes its time. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yes! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Riven, you just get the poop out of me! Wow, how you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Yes, guys, do you like it? Oh, it looks really small on the... I'm sorry, I'll get a little bit closer for you guys. It is a raid as well. What's this? Dr. Carew hears the captain's call and heads off on a Riven raid. But welcome ashore, guys. Welcome ashore. Put your feet up, tie up the boat, jump onto some land. We've got water, we've got fresh vegetables, we've got a little bit of rum if you want as well. We don't, but we can pretend. Welcome in, guys! Lorfie, hi! How are you? That's so kind. Thank you so much. Oh, really thank you so much, Riven. I super appreciate the raid. That's very, very kind of you. How you doing? Feel free to tell us a little bit about what you're doing. I would like to hear it with my ears. And we are all ears here also. That is a super cool raid as well. I love it. Ooh. Peter, use your words. I'm gonna have to like send you over to Wild, and she's just gonna have to sort you out somehow as well. Thank you, Dr. Carew, for the follow. You are super welcome here. Genuinely. And Elandria, what a beautiful name. I like that. That's super cool. Guys, welcome. This is the place you want to be. Obviously, you want to be in with Riven too. But when you guys are not watching Riven, you want to be here. This is how we roll. You want to be a part of this map. Trust me. Riven, we're just talking about adding people into the map. With raids as well, and I wish we had obsidian half slabs. How cool would that be? Ah! I don't know about you guys, but there's just something really special about this. Okay, I can't even words. Oop, we have a moderator down. Jamie's walked away, guys. You know what that means? It means nothing. You should behave. That means we don't have to light up the roof as aggressively, which is actually quite sweet as well. Thank you so much. So, you're good. We're doing a build on coins. Oh, and server. Oh, actually, oh crap, you reminded me. He messaged me yesterday. Coin, if you're watching, I'm sorry. And I should also point out, everyone on their server, I swear you guys are so talented. All the conquest builders, you just... Conquest Reforged, excuse me. Just honestly blow my mind with the level of details. So I am talking to him about doing a little bit of sneaky building. But the thing is, I don't know Reforged, so I'm not sure if I want to stream it or not. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a thing. Justy was here as well before, guys, and I didn't even say hi to him. I feel like a poopy. So I have to say thank you to Justy separately as well. Yeah! Oh my god, we did a thing, guys. Ah, that's what everyone's trying to say, Landria. Like, literally, they're just like, Kimmy, you need to play in Conquest. Like, you know, even Rector's just like, Kimmy, CR is the place to be. And I'm just like, So I'm just like, go you for this, you kids, get off my lawn. This is mine, you know? Oh, interesting. What am I building? I'm making a mess. So awesomeness. Okay, so I'm adding awesomeness, and I think FTB added in crackers, didn't he? So let me update that. Oh my gosh, it is Peter, but I think that is absolutely awesome. I think what do you want? We're making the awesomest. Best adventure map ever. Spooky miners are crackers. There you go. Thank you guys for having a bit of fun with that. I do appreciate it. Now, actually, that one was very much inspired by Filthy Coin himself, except his are obviously filthy, where I don't want to have anything like too inappropriate. So I think if you guys want to add to the stream title, you are super welcome to do it. I encourage it. It's a lot of fun. But after a while, we might have to start knocking people out. But if you're watching FTV, there you go. You've got crackers in the stream title. The thing is, it is, you're actually not wrong as well. Jury, welcome back. Welcome back. Guys, we need to fix all of the crying obsidian that's in the roof. Oh, I see snow. It's so good. It's time to shower. Fabulous, Peter. You a filthy, filthy animal. Yo, go have a shower. Be clean if you can. Definitely message me on Discord though, if you don't mind. That would be fabulous. Thank you so much, Riven. I actually really appreciate the raid and the follows as well. You guys are so kind to me. Thank you for encouraging me. I'll tell you a little secret actually, guys. I didn't think I was going to be streaming for very long today. I genuinely just didn't quite have the confidence today for whatever reason, and you guys came in swinging. Oh yes, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, Jerry, thank you so much. Jerry says you always make me feel so at home here. Do you know what? Because it is your home. It is your home. If you want to just chill out and watch, that's all cool. If you want to participate, that's also okay too. Like, don't you ever feel like you have to do something you don't want to do here? And I appreciate you being here as well. That means a lot. Oh, it's getting wholesome with the crap. You guys almost made me cry with that hype train as well. Almost got me, guys. Almost got me. Almost got me. So let's put it. Well, we don't need that then if we're gonna do this. Oh my god! Monty, this is such a good idea! Why didn't I think of this myself? Why do I have to give you credit? That's not fair. That's not how this works! This is great. Yeah, this is really good. This looks awesome. Yeah, we'll spew it out a little bit further. That's kind of nice because you'll be... Because they light it up as well. Oh, even better! Yes! I don't know if you can tell, but I'm slightly excited. I can't tell if I'm more excited about my key light, about crying obsidian, or about it's almost lunchtime. Because like all of those three things like weigh quite, you know, quite heavily with me and resound. So I like all of it. I'm so glad as well, Riven. It's so nice to see you here. Thank you so much, friend. Really, really appreciate it. You guys are just so good to me. That doesn't work, does it? I knew this. I was just testing. Oh, yes. We really like it. Thank you for the lurk, Wild, as well. Thank you for the raid. Sweet baby Jesus. Bless your soul. I appreciate it. You know, I'm so excited. I've even taken my slippers off. I'm just in bare feet. Yes, that is the level of excite we have today, ladies and germs. This is what we're up to. We've had such a good start to a day when I genuinely thought it was going to be a struggle bus. I've had a water bucket on my hotbar this whole time. You guys didn't even say anything. What's this? Most likely lunchtime is what exciting. Food is life, that is for sure. Summer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here this whole time. I actually really appreciate it. It means a lot that even if I'm just up on the background, it really helps. And you guys know that, and you know, like my journey is a public journey with you guys. Like there's no secrets going on behind the scenes, and you know, in order to progress, having you guys lurk really means a lot. Thank you so much. I also like the idea of calling you lurkers because it just sounds like, you know, gross. Wait, someone's buried here, aren't they? Is this? No. Whoa! We've done a lot of building, guys. I know we haven't done an awful lot of building today, But I think that's also part of it because like you can't always just be like producing. Like it does take, you know, every now and then you need to take a step back as well and just sort of go, well, you know what, it's okay to you know, breathe and get oxygen into your body, because who would have known that oxygen is essential to life? I know, right? Not me. Zelda Bacon, you're back! Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Guys, Zelda Bacon has the best Twitch name ever. I'm absolutely convinced. Thank you for coming back, friend. Welcome back indeed. Get comfy, seriously. Spend a bit of time with us. We don't bite sometimes. So, you guys are lurking too. Oh, this is actually a really appropriate opportunity to say if you guys are lurking, if anyone's lurking, and this is not to call you out if you're lurking, and if you're listening and on your other screen, I want to tell you, first of all, whatever you're doing while you're multitasking, keep it up. You're doing a great job. The other thing I want to tell you is thank you. Genuinely thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for encouraging me and using a bit of your bandwidth on me. That means a lot. It's the music, guys. I'm convinced it's the music that literally, like, it pulls the feels out of me, and then it's like a little bit gross and it has a bad aftertaste. And then after streams, I'm just like, I'm so tired. And my flatmates are just sitting there just like shaking their head. They're like, you know why? Like, it's not my fault. Everyone is so nice to me. But tell you what, you guys are super welcome. But definitely welcome back, Zelda Bacon. Your name is the best. I absolutely love your name. It's so good. Get mossy. Be moss. Okay, right. Pillars. Let's finish this room actually and then move on, because I really... Oh, well, we did that tunnel down there. We need to do this side. We didn't finish the tunnel even. What is this? Also, Mama Sugar, you there? Thank you, dear. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oh, we need this one. That's why. Wait a minute. This is my contrast block. It is. I need some walls. It is. You guys are so super gross. No, definitely. One thing I did learn, and I learned very, very early on as well, if someone wants to lurk, that's absolutely fine, and it's not to call people out of lurking, because I understand that everyone has different levels of confidence, and I mean, if you wanted to talk about confidence, today is the perfect day for it, because I am somewhat lacking for whatever reason. And if someone chooses to lurk, I understand that it does take a little bit of effort to come into a stream where like you're listening and watching, you're just like, okay, everyone clearly knows each other, and it takes guts to like put your hand up and say, hi, I'm new here, and then it takes even longer to fit in, or to feel like you know everyone well enough to like jump in the jokes and call Odie Toady and stuff like that, do you know? So if you're lurking and you like what you see, you can support me and you can hit that follow button, but you can do it once I'm offline, so keep that in mind. Anyone that follows and I'm offline, I will never ever ever call you out, ever ever ever. That's your prerogative to do, you know, when you're comfortable, if you're confident enough to do it. So just keep that in mind. Your secret is safe with me. I won't tell anyone that you pick your nose or that you eat it, you know? So like that's the kind of secrets that you can trust with me. What's this Duke man as well? Hi, what's up? What's cooking? Good looking. How you doing? Welcome on in. Grab a seat, get comfy. I have no idea how many rows we're up to today. I never look at the numbers. Which is actually a super important piece of advice that I was given very, very early on, is to hide the numbers. Which I do. It's not because I don't love yous, it's just because it just gives me a lot of anxiety, so I choose not to look. Let's put it in the walls for a little bit of light. Ooh, that's different. I like it. Do we want it to go over? Oh, yeah. Guys, it's almost lunchtime. I love the crap out of lunch. Oh, such a lunch person. I'm such a food person, clearly. Like, you don't get this many chins without working for them. They can tell you about that. Unlurk, yes! She knows the unlurk command. I hope it's working. That's super exciting. Definitely welcome on in. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Not me, it's the coffee. Coffee bee. Okay. There we go. A little bit of support. We could probably do something like slab it out a little bit, break it off, make it somewhat rounded. There we go. Oh.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you hitting on this time, Peter? I swear. Oh, we need leaves, didn't we? Leaves is something else we wanted in this. I'm getting there. Once I think I've got the palette down, so I think it'll get a little bit easier and the building will get a little bit faster probably from now on. No, I say probably. Not necessarily, so what's this? Absolutely, PSA. The fairies ask that you please dispose of your gum in the bins. The underside of the seats is not the place for it. Who put gum under their seats, Meanie? Who did that? Who did that? I bet you it was Peter. I mean, he didn't even think twice about dropping gravel in the build, right? He just came along and he just went and that's how the gravel fell. And he didn't even say sorry, guys. Did you not hear that? He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna put that gravel there, and then he just hit on yours. You know, he's like, hey, how you doing? Hashtag staff. We need to be careful of stuff like this as well. We need to remember, like, we can't have places. I've also got to remember not to poke my eye out with how long my nails are. We need to be careful as well of, like, 2 deep holes as well. They are emotional traps. You will get in there and you will not get out until you address your feelings. So we don't want any 2 deep holes in this map as well, because people will get stuck in them. And that's definitely going to be a job for my motor testers. Let's put a sneaky little bit of light in there. Let's illuminate it, make it sparkly, nice and bright, like your future. Oh, this can be like a whole theme. Yes. Sometimes I have good ideas, guys. Sometimes. Kiwi girl, how's the quiz? What did you get? What score did you get? Also, I really need to remind you as well. Thank you. First of all, thank you for using your channel points down below. If you guys didn't know, something we've organized together, and it's our first community challenges, we are going to send a postcard. So we're going to send one of the limited snail mails that we have, and we are going to send one to Good Times with Scar, and you guys are pulling your points so we can send him a postcard from New Zealand. Oh, it's too straight. And surprise him with a letter, and I think that would be really cool. And then, like, once we've reached the goal as well, so remember, have a look down below in the channel points. You can use other things there too, but I think definitely the push at the moment is getting a letter to Scar. Keep in mind though, you guys are going to have to write it with me. This is not something I'm going to do by myself. This is something we all need to do together. We need to hold hands and cooperate. We need to look both ways before we cross the road. It's literally one of those, okay? We need to work together. We can't be going, right, let's write a letter to Good Times with Scar, and then Peter starts hitting on him. Like, this is not how it works, okay? We can't be having this going on. So you guys have to help me write a letter to Scar and help me curate what goes on it. So maybe if you have some suggestions or ideas, I check it every single time I stream. If you have like a map suggestions in my Discord, and if the Discord link is not working in here, you can look down at my panels, and the panels will take you, the link in the panels will take you, should take you to my Discord as well. And there's a whole section called map suggestions and ideas, and if you have any ideas of what we could say to Scar when we send him a letter, that's where you want to put it. And I think we should start curating what we're going to say, because I have a suspicion this is going to happen like sooner than later, because you guys are just so freaking onto it, and you're so diligent and dedicated to spending your points on such an awesome human, and I think that's incredible. Same like Kimbo, how she comes in and she always just drops her points, and you know, ooh, this needs to be up, and she always spends her points on Nimbus, and I think that's awesome. Kimbo is a good human, guys. Yes, I like it. Raven as well. Thank you so much, honestly, for all the points you're chipping in. What percent are we up to, Meanie? Did you say 49%? We're halfway. He'll be needing a second one. Well, do you know what? Maybe you could make it even better. Maybe you could send him like a special block of like New Zealand chocolate for his dad, or like his family to share. No, Kim, stop it. She's faffing. I think we'll just texture this bit and move on because we've already done this bit. I don't want Mama Sugar to give me a fright. If she's even there. Are you kidding me? 247,000 points already. And Monica wanted you guys to have 1,000,000 points. She was so mean. Can you imagine like 1,000 points? You could send some Vegemite from Australia. I like Vegemite more than I like Marmite as well. Do you know what? Zelda, your name reminds me, I am about to, as soon as I can, I think once, because as you guys know, I'm working on another super secret project. Vegemite is better than Marmite, I totally agree. And I'm not allowed to say, I can tell you it's stressing me the absolute crap. Like, I am stressed to the eyeballs, I'm telling you now. And I think that was in part a little bit of my anxiety this morning as well, was I was just like, oh my god, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. And I do feel like that. I actually felt a little bit like that last night as well. Oxygen. So once the pressure is off from that super secret project, I forgot what I was going to tell you guys. You're welcome. I never said anything was cohesive in this chat. Oh, that's right. Sorry, Zelda, you reminded me. I'm actually going to treat myself. I know, right? I'm actually going to buy something for myself. Which doesn't really happen at all at the moment. I'm going to get Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Switch. I really want to play it. Really, really, really want to play it. But I'm one of those people, I don't know if you guys are the same with in regards to your like work ethic, is you like to know you can have some cool things. We need some light here, don't we? But you like to get the big stuff and your responsibilities done first before you treat yourself. And I'm very much like that with the way I approach work as well. I like to get things done before I go, right, now I can have XYZ or whatever it is, you know. And sometimes it's really simple things like, guys, I really need a haircut. You know, and I'll like, it's fine. My sister did a really good job. I don't know how we should put a ladder. Yeah, let's do a ladder. You know, but you just put stuff aside that's not super necessary, especially, you know, when things like just a little bit harder than they should be. And so getting Breath of the Wild is like a super treat for me. Like it's if anything, it's providing me like a little bit of like encouragement to push harder, even though I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I am just so tired. But and here I am still trying to like build for you guys, but that's the whole part of like juggling, and I know it's not forever, but the thing is I get excited about this map just as much as I get excited about the private work that I'm doing with the super secret project. But the other side to that is I am human. Very, very, very human, and I do run out of steam sometimes as well. You know, I think that's what today was about. I think I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to engage with you guys in a way that I really wanted to. It's the music. I'm convinced it's the music that makes me feel this way. But instead of I'm really glad I pushed through it, because I'm having a super fun stream. I was just like, I said to my moderators, like, you guys don't know this, but before stream I was like, I'm probably not going to stream very long today. I'm like, I'm doing my best, and then as soon as I don't feel okay, we'll just hand it over to someone else. And here we are now at like 2 hours 20 and we're doing okay, so yeah, I know. Well, there's the thing, Del, actually last week Meanie treated me to some sushi and a little bit of wine, and it was really good because it doesn't happen often. And I think the thing with treats is like, if they don't happen often, they're very special. If they happened all the time, it would lose how special it is. So I think that was very special. Very, very special. Thank you, Meanie. Say nice things about her. She can't stop me. But there you go, so there's a little bit of like the struggle bus that was going on behind the scenes today. There was quite a lot of struggle bus. So Breath of the Wild is so wonderful. You snagged your kid Switch to play it. It's such a, yeah, I know. I cannot wait, like, just for all the feels. It's gonna be so good. We need to talk, Meanie. What do we need? No, don't say stuff like that, Meanie. No. She said it with a winky face. Oh, should I be nervous? Ribbons outsies, you gotta run. If I don't get reasonably early night tonight, I'll be dead on my feet, and I got a busy day tomorrow. Have fun and an excellent stream, and stay safe. always, Ribbon, do you know what? The door is super open to you. Super, super, super open to you. And I tell you what, did I even ask you what you're doing today? I'm sorry. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to head over, I'm going to mute your tab, and I'm going to hit you with a follow, and I'm going to check out your VOD later on. It's the least I can do. Thank you so much, Ribbon. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. Meanie needs to talk to me. It's like when when you're in trouble and your parent's like, we need to talk. And you know that feeling in the pit of your tummy, you're like, oh my gosh. I need to like pee and poop at the same time. That's how nervous you feel. That's what happens when Meanie says stuff like that. She's like, we need to talk. And I'm like, ugh. This is what DMs are for. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Right. How are we gonna do this wall? I have an idea. Oh my gosh! I actually have an idea. It starts with a little bit of demo. So if you guys missed it at the start, I actually set this brush to be an airbrush. So all it's gonna do, and there's no mask on it, so all it's gonna do is just remove blocks for me, and I've set it to be a super small brush, so it's just brush size 2. Is it break time? Oh no. You gotta go as well, Del. That is all good. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming in and bringing your energy. I really, really appreciate that. And sharing your emotes and sharing my emotes as well. Thank you so much, Del. Guys, if you didn't know, Del literally came in swinging the other week. He was just like, hi, I like your content. And he just went like, blah, with like bits and subs and stuff like that. And now he's a part of the furniture. He's another bad smell that we can't get rid of, ladies and germs. So, and I say that like I mean nicely when I say that. That's just a jokey thing. But I don't understand why I can't break with a sword. Del is another awesome like person. Like I love it when you guys just come out of the woodworks and you're just like, hi, I'm here. I like what you're doing. I'm gonna stick around, and I'm like, okay. You guys can stay, it's fine. We got plenty of seats. But same with all of yours, you know, like Shane and Krazichel and Rishka and like all you guys that came in the other week as well, and new friends today, Landria and stuff like that. Like it's so nice to see you guys. It really is. C minor, what did you miss? You had to start the Wi-Fi. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not crying, you're crying. I got a key light. That came in with the courier today, which I was quite excited about. We're talking about struggle bus. Meanie needs to talk to me, which makes me feel nervous, and Odie is a toad, and multiple mean and Mama Sugar are the same person. That's about as far as we got. You guys know I like a good conspiracy theory. I'm a sucker for them. Doesn't mean I believe them, but I like reading about them and like seeing what people think, and then I like to judge them and like, that's absolute rubbish. Of course the world's not flat. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I like reading about super preposterous, like ridiculous E-Slab ridiculous conspiracy theories and stuff. Okay, we should definitely, oh, do you know why? What effect am I giving myself? Dignity. 9. It only goes up to 6. It does. No, I know, Raven. I know, but it's meanie, and it could be 2-tiered. I'm also not like super receptive to like news at the moment. As well as some of you behind the scenes might know from this morning. I was such a sensitive Susan today. It was so bad. I know, right? What else do we want? Blackstone. No, with Meanie, this is the thing. I think if someone's ever going to tell you something that's like slightly left of field, it's not to upset you. It's genuinely to help you out. Well, that's what I like to think anyway. So. Breath of the Wild. What else as well? No, we definitely won't. Well, Meanie might. I don't know. She's got her throne, but sometimes she doesn't wear her glasses when she comes in, and she might accidentally sit on someone who's in the audience. And I do need to apologize if that ever happens. We have insurance, okay? The multiple mean 5,000 security system does tend to wander sometimes, and we do our best. No, I don't want Basalt, I don't want Blackstone. This is karma, because I can't even remember what I'm talking about or what I'm building half the time. Oh, it's already there. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Actually, we'll move it back a little bit. Yeah. That looks fine. That looks fine. I like it a lot. So, what I was thinking, I didn't even do what I was thinking. I need to make this bigger, I know. Oh, I need to be careful how close I am. Whilst this is just an excuse I can sit on a gentleman's lap. Well, there's two problems with this. I mean, first of all, you're making excuses, but second, the other excuse is you're assuming Dell's a gentleman. No! That's karma! No! Get out! Ah! Thank God we didn't put any bone meal down. Okay, that was instant karma. If you've ever seen it, you've just seen it here in action. What else? It's 2 AM for you. You're off to bed. Thank you for the content, Kim, and stay awesome mods. Oh, you're onto it, Jerry. That is exactly how you get in the mods good side. Oh my goodness. Thank you for hanging out with us, Jerry. I really appreciate it. You are a good soul, a kind human. And if you were a doggo, I'm sure you'd be a good doggo too. I think this is still too small. It needs to be bigger. Where's my brush? I know, guys. I know. You're just like, nobody just like fill that tunnel and decorate it. And I'm like, I've got ideas. I've got a demolition everything. Demo time. Oh, yeah. See, I think every time a little pocket of water comes out, it's literally insta karma. So I would have said something I shouldn't have said. And that's what it is. When you're ready. When you're ready. That's super sweet. I mean, it's not terrible, right, Raven? Yeah, it's not terrible, that's for sure. What else have we got going on here? So I was thinking, it needs to be bigger. I know, I'll get there eventually. Just, guys, trust me. It's okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a couple of tens. What? I swear. Do you know what I have, like, when I use a brush? To get the brush off to make sure I'm not going to accidentally click it, I just do one click of the mouse wheel. But normally what I end up doing is like using a brush that can't naturally be used as well, so. Because it's me, swag YOLO. That's how we roll. So I'm going to set this up to do like a little like camp area. So like this is where maybe the people that are mining in here, they're able to make a little bit of food. Maybe this is where they're camping. Like this is where they rest when they're finished for the day. And I think that would be a super cool idea. And then we'll put a ladder here. I need to remember to do that. Maybe we'll just do basalt here for now, just so I remember to do it. Because we'll do that tomorrow. We got, guys, we've got plenty of time. So if I put something here that just absolutely makes no sense, I'll be like, what the crap is this gonna be? Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks, brain, for reminding me. I also feel like I'm forgetting something as well. From last stream. Did I update the panels? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so if we did like a little tent here. Spruce, yeah. I suppose spruce. And we'll do wool. Guys, I'm allowed to use wool because it's for a tent, okay? So we'll do, yeah, we'll do green. And trust me, I know what I'm doing, I think. So we'll just do a little, like a little tent here, I think. Is it like this, I think? Yeah, that looks crap, but I like it. It's my tent and you guys can't tell me what to do, so I'm gonna do a tent. Here. Oh, do you know what? It's lip gloss time. I can feel it. I need to look good at all times. Do you know why? You never know. In case your enemies are watching. Definitely, indeed. Wow, 254k on Scarmail. That's nuts, guys. Definitely last call for food, indeed. Me and Mama Sugar always make sure that we are responsible hosts and we always have something tasty in stream for you guys. We've got sausage and potato. What did you call it again? Kielbasa, that's right. And then we've also got a Dutch like a butter cake as well, which actually sounds really tasty, like super tasty. Ew, that makes no sense. I like it. I like it a lot. Fair fans. But what's this? Can you get a world download of it after stream? No. After the map is finished, yes. Yeah, definitely not before I'm doing it. This is a custom painted map, and I really want to, if you guys haven't seen it, like I really want to keep it like just with me until I'm finished building. Guys, there's so much to do. And but if there's something that you like that's small as well, I can definitely take a schematic and upload it onto Planet Minecraft for you guys. And you can also, thank you, Meanie, you're totally onto it. She's in my head. She's ridiculous. You can also jump onto Planet Minecraft now, guys, and you can go have a look. And I actually upload a lot of builds already. That looks terrible. I don't even know why I'm doing that. Celeb. So this way, if you see something that you like that I've built, you can go download it yourself. Oh, the hiccup, do you know what that means? It's lunchtime! Welcome back, Blue. Welcome Black Blue. Welcome Black Blue. There you go. And I'm super sorry. Welcome back, Blue. From the shadows. What we do need to start thinking about, though, definitely is who is streaming that we can pass on the love to. I know we're not quite at 3 hours yet, but I do feel the strain in my throat. No, this is not a commission I'm doing, not this one. This is a private map. I'm just making this for the lols. So the idea for this one, actually, Elandria, since you're here as well, this is probably a really good way to wrap things up. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. I kind of want to make a little campsite here. This is an adventure map I'm making, and it's going to be a hunt. So, welcome back, Wanderer. So the idea is you spawn in the map, and you like start on this island, and inside the mansion, the mansion is not good English, you know it. I know the stream is expiring. You start inside the mansion, and it's going to explain to you how to play, what to find, where to go, give you an example of some of the mobs you'll fight, some of the weapons you need to find, and some of the currency you'll need in order to buy food. And then the idea is, you know, like that's the moon gate there. Like you can come over here. There are 50 golden apples to find, but that'll be hidden amongst the map, and then there are 5 magic items you need to find, and if you submit them, I haven't figured out how that's going to work yet. You will or maybe if you reach a certain number of items found, maybe it'll give you an elytra, and you'll be able to fly around the map, which is really neat as well. It's so big, guys. If you look at this, just honestly, it's so stupidly big. And when I decided to do this, the thing is I was working full-time as an account manager. Like I had a full-time job, 45 hours a week, you know, with a really good company. And I didn't think I'd be doing this full-time, but I did. Unfortunately, due to COVID, I had to rethink what I was doing with my life, and this is now my job. So this map will be free to play, free to download, and it's only going to have a data pack on it. It's not going to be a modded game. So you can play it on a small laptop, you can play it on a massive gaming rig, it doesn't matter what you're playing it on, anyone can play this, anyone can download it for free. You can play it single player or multiplayer. This is the whole point of it. I want a map that anyone can play. So it will be available for download, but it's not gonna be for a wee while yet, and I need you to know about that. It's not gonna be for a wee while yet. It's not going to be for a long while. At the rate I'm going with you guys coming in and saying nice things and making me cry all the time, it's probably going to take a little while. So just going to put that out there. So we want to put a fire pit in here? Yes we do, because otherwise how are they going to cook? Steer. What we probably should do. Oh my gosh, Elandria, are you serious? I'm super sorry to hear about that, eh? Yeah, though, I mean, I guess the positive thing is, like, it's not just you. That's something I had to think about. Like, I've never been made redundant before, so that was an interesting set of emotions to work through. Let me tell you about that. But it's also, it's comforting in a way to know that it's just happening all across the world to all sorts of different people, and regardless of how long you've worked for a company. I was with my last employer for 5 years. You know, so I didn't see it coming, that's for sure. But it's also a really good story to tell, because you know, you can pick up and you can carry on. Life does carry on. That's literally, honestly, one of the heaviest things I could stress to you guys is life carries on. It really does. And it feels yucky in the moment, you know. a lot of things feel yucky in the moment, but that's the thing. They are moments, and they will pass. And sometimes talking it out with a friend helps, and if you've got a good support network, you will be okay. And I'm really lucky. I live with like 3 dudes. Like, we share a house, and they are the best guys. I swear. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed by them. So it is. You gotta have the right attitude and the right mindset as well to. Oopsies. So keep on keeping on. Oh, it's gonna get wholesome. Yuck! The good thing about Drath's texture pack. I know, right? If you haven't seen this before, this is a vanilla texture pack too. I shouldn't be drinking coffee this late either, but YOLO. Swag YOLO. We want some chests here as well. Just on the war chests. I don't think we're going to get much further than this done today, to be perfectly honest. What else we need is some more slabs here, because this is a tent and it needs to be like weighted down, right? Otherwise, like, it just makes no sense having a tent here and they're just gonna, you know, like, oh, now they're like real miners. This is exciting, right? Like, the tent needs to be weighted down. I think it makes it like slightly more realistic, even though it's like technically a woolen tent. It doesn't matter. Oh, what are they gonna sleep on? Ooh, I know. Coarse dirt. Because I am a good person to them. Look how good I am. You guys have only the finest coarse dirt. Like, it's just, you're not gonna find any better. And we want a carpet. We want some carpet. And we'll put this in, and you can sleep here. There you go, friend. And you can have a buddy. And you can have a grey sleeping bag. That's how they, like, we don't want them to get mixed up. We want them to have, like, make sure they know whose sleeping bag is who. Because if I got in this sleeping bag and it wasn't my sleeping bag last night and someone's been farting in it, it's gonna smell absolutely terrible. There. And they can also have a cacti, because maybe the people sleeping here, what was that? Oh, the choo-choo train. Maybe the people sleeping here brought the cactus down with them. Maybe this person's wife or husband was just like, take this and think of me. You're so prickly. It suits you. And like, he goes to sleep at night cuddling his little cacti, going, thinking of his wife and going, gosh, it's so uncomfortable. Who knows? We don't know, and we're not here to judge. So that's not our swag. And I don't know why there's a cacti in there, but there is. Oh, thank you, Kumada. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So we'll do one more tent here, and then I need to figure out, we'll just make this one out of oak. And then we'll turn off night vision, and we'll see how dark it is in here. We don't want it to be too dark. Otherwise, what can you see? Nothing. And we'll do my favorite. You guys know I like to build with wool. Unfortunately, I don't get the opportunity to build with wool that often, but I try. I like it. This one can just like back into the hill, right? No, yeah, nah, yeah, nah. It can be just a little, just a little boop boop. What do we want? This one here. I'm having too much fun today. This is not what I expected. You know, this is what I really like about you guys as a community, as well as the, like, you can just really feel like you're running on empty, and you guys come in and you're just like, oh my god, I love what you're doing, and I'm like, are you looking with your eyeballs? Do you see what I'm producing? You guys don't care, and I think that's really sweet. Thank you so much. For the almost tears. I've had such a good stream. I really have. I had a better stream than I thought I was gonna have. I was waiting for that block to update. Like, when you're ready. Oh no, coarse dirt, right? We don't want them to have too much. We just want them to be like a little bit comfortable, but not a lot comfortable. You know what I mean? So his textures, yeah, me too. Me too. I don't use any other textures. I know that the Conquest Reforged people are probably just sitting there spewing like, "Ugh, there are other textures people like, what is this nonsense?" Well, I'll tell you what, I'm here to tell you. But nonsense is pretty attractive, right? Look at it. I know, don't tell me. So this is just a little tent, this guy, but he's still gonna be weighted down. Makes sense. Weighted, and here we go. And then we're gonna put like a little herbited in the back down here, because these dudes are like hoarding the crap out of their stuff. This is like, it's been processed, but it hasn't been processed. Like, as in like they've converted it into gold, but they haven't found, maybe they don't want to take it up to the surface. Maybe their wives will take a cut of the profits. Wow, okay. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe these guys are like, we didn't make any money today, honey. And the wife is like, and doing the sideways like, okay. Can you lie to me, mister? You never know. You never know. Okay, it looks unusual because we've got night vision on, guys. Bear with me. Trust me. I'm a doctor. I know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. Oxygen is difficult sometimes. By sometimes, I mean all the time. We want some stairs here. What else do we want in here? What else are these guys? Oh, I have an idea. Log. I want... Yes. Well, I thought we could just maybe like a... Yeah, I like that. Cool. That's gonna stay like that. I'm not changing it again. You can't make me. Nope. Yep. We'll put like a little bit more gold here. He's like fully... He's like, guys, don't tell the missus. That's gonna end badly for him. I'm gonna tell you now. We're not gonna get into the lore of like who these miners are, but I will tell you for free. It's gonna end badly. So, I know, Kiwi Girl, is so bad, isn't it? When we do, and like I catch myself, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh my god, no! Did I just sit there and for like 3 minutes? I sure did. It's such a bad, like the thing is, like I know we do it in New Zealand as well. It's just, but it's you just can't take it out of your brain. It's a weird one. I don't know. But I know it's a little bit dark at the moment, guys. Hold your horses. Bear with me, guys. You can trust me. I'm a chef. I know what I'm doing. Drink with the sippy cup. You didn't pay for it, Mimi. It's not like it's yours. The problem with the sippy cup is like not a lot of liquid comes out of it very quickly. Unless I'm doing it wrong, which is quite possible. I don't know. If you guys don't know about the sippy cup, okay. Like a month ago, no, what, like 2 weeks ago, not even, I trolled chat. I have never pulled a prank on chat before and they didn't even see it coming. And normally it's the other way around. Normally it's these guys like giving me the heck. And every time I think about it, I'm just it was so good. And what I did was we updated the map to 1.16 and it corrupted. But my friends who are hosting me, of course, they made a backup. And then they came up with the idea, and I really want to clarify that they came up with the idea. See, there's karma because I'm laughing at you. I mean, I'm laughing with you guys. And then the sippy cup isn't supposed to have lots of liquid. The whole point is to not make a mess. I know, but but I'm thirsty because I'm talking a lot. But anyway, so what my friends decided to do when they showed me, they're like, oh my god, Kimmy, the map corrupted. You really need to come and see this. And I logged on and we just literally spent like 2 hours like laughing. It was so funny. The map was just all the block ideas were wrong. So like everything was not what it was, and the thing is if you pick blocked it would still come up with like something different as well, so it was so funny. And there needs to be a different color wool as well. So anyway, let's make it black. So what they said was like, you need to go on a break, Kimmy, and pretend you don't know what's going on. And when you come back, I'm gonna update the server, for you. And when you come back, I'm gonna put on this corrupted map and I need you to pretend like you don't see what they see. And I did, I logged on again and everything had the broken IDs and it looked really bad. And I literally flew around and I was just like, oh my god, I just love this map so much. I put so much effort and hard work into it and stuff like that. And everyone's chat was like losing their mind. I'm not even kidding. Everyone was just like flipping their lid and they were like, oh, Kimmy, it's so broken. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it just looks good, guys. And it got to the point like I'd gone on for like a couple of minutes. My flatmate came in with the room with his MacBook and he turned it around. He's like, Kimmy, look, your map is broken. I started laughing and I was like, guys, I know it's not broken. I know it's broken. I can see what you see. And everyone was like losing it in chat. And I'm sorry, not sorry about that. It was honestly literally one of my favorite moments ever was like to troll you guys. And oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And but then that backfired horrifically because what happened was Meanie sent me well, I even got Odie. I'm actually really proud that I tricked Odie as well. Hi Nuvi, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Hope you're doing super well, handsome. Nice to see you. I think the fact that I got Odie, I was really happy about that. really happy that I tricked him as well. Oopsies, wrong button. We wanted glowstone. But then what happened was like ages ago I spilt a drink by accident on my keyboard. It may or may not have been a beer. I wiped it up and it may or may not have made like literally every single key stick the next day. I was like, damn it. So that keyboard was replaced for me with you guys' kindness, and I did so solemnly swear that I would never ever spill another drink on a keyboard ever again. And I did by accident the other day. I got a little bit of coffee on the end key, and I just need you to know it was only a little bit. It was an accident, and like you can't prove it, but you know, like apparently you could prove it. I don't want to acknowledge that. But anyway, what Meanie had done was she had preempted this, knowing that eventually I was going to spill something, as you do, and as she does. These can be coffee cups. There you go. These guys have got coffee cups. Oh, and they can have a chest in here too. She actually sent a sippy cup to my flatmate without me knowing from the States, ready for the moment that I spilled another drink. And sure enough I did, and sure enough Jamie came in with a sippy cup. So I'd never ever spill another drink ever again. So so they got me. I didn't know this happened. They got me. There you go. There's a story for you. They got me. And to be perfectly honest, I'm actually quite impressed that they managed to get one up on me, because like it's not that often that people can sort of let things slide. By me, I tend to be not always observant, but somewhat observant, so yes! That's cute, right? I mean, it's small, but it's cute. I like it. Name the pot sippy cup. Do you want me to... I don't know if you can... I think you can only see it if it's in an anvil. I mean, an item frame. I'll try. I mean, I don't mind giving it a go. Mama Sugar, that's great. Sippy cup. I don't think you can. Yeah, it needs to be in an item frame. And the other side to making this map like super lag friendly and other bits and pieces is to make sure as well. Thank you guys for the follow. Sweet baby Jesus. Casey? Did I say your name right? We'll put a sippy cup down here for you, Mama Sugar. Oh, look how little he is! Oh my god, it's so cute! It's so appropriate! It's literally a little sippy cup, right? Oh! Oh, it was Meanie's idea. Fair enough as well. Oh, did Meanie say it? I missed it. Oh, sorry. What's this? Sippy cup. Yeah, I know it was Hatch, but it was still like it goes into the whole like You guys got me, like, real good. Like, I didn't even see it coming. That's how good it was. No! No! I know, right? You guys are just sitting there just like, is she gonna end already? Come on. I'm working on it. I am actually like trying to, do you know what we could do? We could leave it for tomorrow if you wanted to. So what did, who said that before? Dolphin is streaming. Well, we've seen Dolphin recently, but we could go check her out. I'll have a look and see who's streaming. If you guys have any suggestions of someone who you think we could go say hi to and like tell people about us, this is the thing as well. What else? What else? It was a, well, they share the same brain. You guys need to know this. Meanie and Mama Sugar are literally the same person. So, that's the conspiracy theory I like. He's so dinky. Look how little he is. He's like, excuse me, I'm a sippy cup. That's such a good idea, Mimi. I love it. What's it, Andrea? You're off. That's all good. I will totally enjoy the rest of my stream. Thank you so much for hanging around with us. I do appreciate it. Coming in with the raid and sticking with us. That's super kind. Super kind. Oh, so who's going to sleep over this side? Are we doing this today or not? I don't think we are. I think I'm going to put the dark oak down so I remember at least to do. We'll do it off to the side as well. I'm going to hiccup. It's not me, it's I'm excited about lunch. No! You go this way. There we go. There we go. Wait. That looks rubbish, but we'll leave it there. Well, I have an idea. I think I want to... I know, you're just like, oh my god, she has an idea. Yes, she does. I have them sometimes, and they sometimes end up going pretty well. What do I want? This one. There. Ah, yeah. Look at him, he's like, I'm a tent, and then he's just gonna lean. Being a tent's hard work. Ugh. I'm a tent and I'm going to find one. That's him, so he's like a leaning. He's a lean-to. That's a real thing, isn't it? So we'll leave that there. I reckon what we'll do is we'll switch to this mode and we'll look at this. Look at, hello, camps. Look at you, it's raining down magic. I think that's super cute. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's actually super, super cute. Guys, for the people that redeemed the new channel points, I think that is super awesome. Thank you for helping me make the stream title nonsensical. Keep that in mind, as long as you submit something clean, I'd really love you guys to like get on that as well. But tomorrow's a new day for that one. Definitely tomorrow's a new day for that one. So let me go to my super bright super bright I'm gonna do this as well. Switch to this. Go over to my super bright screen as well. You guys have like helped me so hard out today. I cannot even thank you enough. Like, I know, right? For all the awesomeness that you've shown me today and helping me as well. Do you know what? I think we're gonna go over and say hi to Landfork. Guys. Oh, he's in survival. Yes, even better. He's playing with the shaders. Right. Every now and then the odd swear word slips out from his mouth. We are all humans. Keep that in mind as well. But he's also actually really, really, really awesome. And he's got so much energy. And it's admirable, actually, how much energy he has, guys. If you don't know what the raid call is, you am an alien. You are not, Mama Sugar. You know I love you to pieces. The raid call is #Kimspiration. Guys, please come with me. And remember, if you come with me, you get channel points as well. That's some other incentive for you to come. Roll the credits. Oh my god, I always forget the credits. I'm so bad at it. I know. Rishka, yeah, you should definitely come so you guys can get the channel points as well. I think you get 250-ish. We'll rate the credits super quickly. Oh my gosh, we might have to cancel the raid. I don't think we have enough time to do it. Oh, guys, you know how it rolls, right? If you see your name, put your hand up. If you're new here, please feel free to stick around. If you're lurking in the shadows as well, please remember that I know it takes a bit of confidence as well. We'll cancel this and start it again. No, we'll just leave it. It takes confidence to hit that follow button, and I understand how that goes as well. Guys, it is #inspiration if you want to come with me and pass on the love to Landfork and just say hi. He's got so much energy. He's just honestly such a high energy person, and I'd love you guys to come with me. But remember, #inspiration. Tomorrow morning I'll be here 9 a.m. 5 p.m. EDT. I love you guys.